Welcome, welcome, welcome to Hearth of Darkness as we play through the module Ire of the Storm. Whether you are watching on Twitch currently or found us in the deep recesses of the YouTube algorithm, we're glad that you're here and we hope that you stay and enjoy the show. How's everybody doing today?
Great. Fantastic.
Am I the only one that gets stuck in like YouTube black holes?
I can't discuss my YouTube black holes. They're pretty.
He can't discuss his Switch history in YouTube.
Yeah, they go some weird places sometimes.
I did that the other day. It was actually funny because my wife took my son and they went out for like 2 hours to my in-laws to hang out, and she had left and I was just like finishing my lunch in a YouTube, and she came back and I was still sitting there with YouTube. I'm like, I don't know what happened. I missed a golden opportunity to play some games in quiet, but nope, I just watched YouTube. I don't remember what I ended on, but it was not anywhere near what I had started with, which is the problem with YouTube.
One of my secret favorite things to do is to check the watch history of our mildly heroic YouTube channel and spy on who accidentally let themselves logged in and was watching what. I think it's pretty funny.
I can't tell who it is because I get on there and I do the
It's
same thing.
It's some funny stuff sometimes.
I'm like, I think it's Andrew. Like, I honestly think it's Andrew.
It's gotta be Andrew, or it's gotta be like somebody's TV who's signed in on the account, because it's some funny random stuff. I love it.
I kind of want to pull it up now and just see what it's at, because it's funny to. Then again, my personal YouTube is a lot of, like Pathfinder or video game related things. But then once in a while, I get some kids' videos because I have to play Old MacDonald Had a Farm for my nephew, and so then I'll get stuck on like kids' song videos.
It is funny how that works. You watch like one thing, and then it still is always recommended to you. But yeah. With all that boring stuff out of the way, does somebody want to handle the recap for what happened last week?
I could do that.
Take it away, Brandon.
Take it.
So we started last adventure determining what Jason hates in life, which I was wrong with being small people. It was actually centipedes. So slightly distraught, but we have not conclusively figured out if that's still not something Jason doesn't like. Beyond that, Miyabe was able to fend off some centipedes, which then allowed us to finish looting all of our quest items for Fort Breakthrough. And then we returned home, or back to the settlement, to hit level 2, which was super exciting. So we took a moment to get up to level 2. Then, well, in the meantime, also there was a massive storm coming our way, which sucks. So we had to go back to the settlement, and then we were petitioned by the sheriff to go and try to help survivors and get some, what was it, survivor points? I don't remember what the currency was that we still don't even know what to use for. Preparation points. That's right, preparation H was all I was thinking about when we were talking about it. But anyway, getting some preparation points, which we all could do different tasks to help gain these preparation points. We were all successful, except we found out Miyabe cannot climb and ranks me nothing on a natural 1. After we successfully did all the preparation we could, then we had to go find 3 individuals that were still hiding out near the ocean's edge, which we ended up having to find an old cranky lady, the one we gave her haversack back to. We got her in through some successful diplomacy. Then we had to find an Italian plumber's cat, which Abner successfully convinced that it was already safe. Then Miyabe completely convinced that another gentleman's home was going to be in the ire of the storm, killed his consciousness and made him sleepy. And then we found an armor-piercing carriage, killed some water elementals, and now we're back. We're ready to go. So, I mean,
listening
all in
back,
day's work.
That scene was...
So now... Yeah, that was hilarious. I watched it like 5 times, honestly.
That scene with Miyabe just...
We're back, and the sheriff is conveniently gone, and probably at the safest location possible, definitely near any of the thunderclaps that we get to hear through this awesome program called Syrinscape. If you haven't heard of that before, you should check it out. And that's where we are.
Speaking of, do we have some cool ambient noises en route?
I'm getting there.
I think she's got some death sounds prompted.
I bet you she does.
That's all
Yeah.
she's focused on. Death sounds.
Yeah. But
yeah, where is it? I'll find it. Just wait. Oh, there's so many things here. It's just
if
so
Kermit
odd.
dies.
That's so quiet
really
too,
want the Wilhelm
actually,
scream.
compared.
Oh, and I have a Kermit mug.
Oh
that I bought
yeah.
for my son and I have stolen, so I can have it for this stream.
Beautiful.
Yes. So, like Brandon said, after you fought the water elementals and rescued the cat, which followed you back to the stone hall, you came back to the stone hall, and we're gonna kind of rewind just a bit. I was kind of trying to rush towards a closing at the end of last session, but it doesn't have to be like right away. So we'll say that you guys come back to the stone hall and prepare to buckle down for this storm. So is there anything you guys are doing in the meantime back at the shelter? Like, what are you doing to prepare for what's happening outside?
Is this before or after we've heard that the sheriff's missing?
This is before. So pretend like you don't know that that's the case.
Okay.
So we
You
just
would see
got.
that she's not there, but
Yeah. So we just then drop off the passed out guy that Miyabe totally did not kill, and we talked to the Italian guy about his missing cat. And here we are.
What was everyone's HP? Or like how beat up was everybody? Like as far as wears from the night before? Because I don't know. Because like I'm not sure if Aluna would go to take care of that tonight or tomorrow, depending on the severity of the situation. You know. Because if we could sleep off the injuries, I don't think that she would worry about it.
If only that were so easy.
is that how it works? It's like, oh, I broke my arm. I'll just sleep it off. It'll be fine in the morning.
Hey,
Some
like we
people do
said,
that.
even when she's hit for 1 hit point of damage, Aluna is not hit.
It's gonna be a flesh wound.
Miyabe has 3 out of 22 hit points.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, so in that case, I do think that would be Aluna's priority after we've all settled in, is making
Are there any
sure-
clerics that are just conveniently just mass channeling that we're just somewhere near?
There is a cleric that you would be familiar with who is nearby.
I don't have any gold to offer, so I need to find some favor that we can...
Abner can offer his, I don't know, words of wisdom, something cool that I'm sure Abner would share.
A fun pun.
Well, how much did we have
Fun.
in the party inventory, Justin?
1 second, sir.
Well, if we well, is the storm really really bad right now, or is it?
It's
getting
ramping up pretty bad. Mm-hmm.
And
So
at this point, though, all the people are taken care of. Like, that's also part of the assumption. Or is there still more busyness to be done?
I think
like,
there could be
corralling
one
people?
lone survivor in the house with the guy that was passed out. So I've heard. We can probably go and check to see if he is there, or save his 500 gold.
No, you're pretty confident that the people that were left behind, are now
It's a shame.
in the shelters. You were able to.
300 miles per hour.
What?
Said 300 mile per hour wind. No big deal.
We have
trying to find wind.
152 152 gold pieces.
Kermit has.
52 miles per hour.
152 miles per hour.
If
Look
anybody
out.
asks, Kermit does have one of the cure light wounds sketchy potions that we got that has may or may not unknown side effects, and I have 9 gold and 5 silver.
Well, to be fair, Kermit, you're down on health too, right?
Only by leveling.
Oh.
I think I'd only taken like a tickle of damage, and then when I had leveled, I had gotten quite a bit.
I have 4 hit points.
Technically, if we did sleep, mechanically speaking, we'd get that lost HP, but it's only because our max has gone up and we haven't rested that things are weird.
I mean, we have, with that party gold, we have more than enough to purchase like a channel or 2.
Right.
Yeah.
This is...
Or Abner can sweet talk her into doing it for free.
Well, if we ask around, we find a cleric.
I know who a cleric is.
With a dragon lady, right?
Maldra Sifrith. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Mal-
Yep. So
Malta.
she is an option.
Ooh, wait. We should. Oh yeah, we go up to her.
To Baldra?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, all
Good
right.
Oh, you don't want to go there?
No, that's fine. That's fine. I don't know if there's another. I was just looking at the list to see if there was one that I'm forgetting.
Oh.
That might not charge us. There's a good chance Baldra's going to want to charge us because she's a cleric of Abadar.
Oh, she can. But remember, we're deputies, so the sheriff can reimburse her after the storm.
That's not a bad idea.
So Kermit will whisper that to Abner, because Kermit's not the best people person, nor is a majority of this group, minus Abner.
So Abner will walk up to Baldra. I assume she's here.
Yeah.
Why aren't we robbing the bank if she's in the stone house? I'm kidding.
That's not what I didn't whisper that at all.
That's definitely what a follower of Abadar would do, for sure.
I think I'd have to arrest you.
So Abner will walk up to Balder and, ma'am, am I correct in assuming that you are in fact a cleric of Abadar?
Oh, well, you know, rumor has it that that's the case, but, you're right. I am a bit of a worshipper of Abadar. You've mentioned yourself that you follow him.
Oh, I'm not quite as devout as I'm sure you are, but I did want to ask you, as me and my companions were executing our deputized duties, we have become quite tired and we don't feel so great, and I was wondering if you might be willing to, channel some divine energy from Abadar to staunch our wounds.
Well, as a follower of Abadar, you would know that, unfortunately, I can't just do that for you. It's going to require some form of payment.
Well, as you might have heard, we are all, the four of us, we are deputized by this here fine town, and I am sure that once the storm passes, the sheriff will compensate you for any fees you might have associated with your services.
Certainly, that's all well and good. If you would just get the sheriff for me and she can sign a letter of credit, and we'll be on our way then.
Well, that's a matter of some concern, as I don't see the sheriff nearby, and we certainly aren't feeling real well. Would you mind taking my word for it as a professed follower of Abadar as well?
I'm not so sure that under these circumstances, we followers of Abadar, we like to see that coin in hand, and without that coin, I'm afraid I can't be of much help to you.
Kermit tugs on Abadar's jacket.
Hey, listen, big guy. Listen, big guy. Can I just have a little bit? Just expand.
Just tug on some robes. That's
Please. Can we expand my credit line? All right. I just need a little bit more just to get me through the month. I promise I'm good for
It's been
it.
a tough time, and I'm still waiting on my stimulus, please.
I got 1,400 coming in the mail. I talked to my bank. I'll have it Wednesday. Please.
It's just pending.
Abadar.
Yeah, so I
It's
meant
just pending.
Abner, who is not Abadar in the flesh. Didn't we get a token of Abadar or some religious fashion that you could use as like a credit?
That's pretty good.
So outside of game, did we turn that into her when we came back?
You
Yeah,
did.
that's what
Yep,
I
so
thought.
that was
Yeah.
her follower. But actually, while you are all having this conversation, everyone roll perception check real quick.
I'd really rather not.
Do it anyway.
Do I get a bonus because
This is why I'd rather not, Sarah.
Okay.
Do
I'm
it.
gonna roll this. I'm gonna get a plus 10 because Abadar and I are besties.
Ooh, 30 coming through.
So, 17 for Miyabe, a 1 for Abner, 30 for Aluna, and a 16 for Kermit. So everyone except Abner. Abner is engaged in conversation pretty deeply with Baldra right now. The rest of you can see out of the corner of your eye there's someone who is trying to subtly move closer to your group, and she will move a little bit and stop, and then just kind of put her head down like she's listening, and then she'll kind of sidestep a little bit closer. And just as Abner and Baldra are, talking about the payment and coin and all of that, Annabella Talia, she was on the ship with you when you came to Pridon's Hearth. She'll sneak up and she'll say, "Now, I heard that you all are looking for some healing, and of course, we can't rely on Abadar to take care of things during these dangerous, troubling times." And she'll shoot a look at Baldra. Baldra will stop and just kind of like sit back and listen. She'll be like, "Of course, though, Shaylin, goddess of beauty and the arts, she is always willing to take care of those in need for no charge at all." And again, she's like shooting daggers at Baldra. She's like, "Just remember, Shaylin," she says it very loudly, "Shaylin is willing to help anyone in need. What is it that you all need? I would love to bestow upon you the gift of Shaylin, the goddess of art, beauty, wisdom, music." And at this point, she's drawing some stares now because she's saying Shaylin very, very loudly through this what's the word? Bustling. I was like blustering.
Blustering community.
Kermit would look up and be like, "Well, you said you overheard us saying we needed healing, so that's what we need. I'm confused."
Absolutely. I would love to provide that for you. And she will
Real
immediately...
quick.
Okay.
How's Miyabe doing about all this?
Miyabe would mostly be looking to Aluna because he doesn't. I doubt he has a clue who Abadar or Shaylin are.
Okay.
He's got no clue what they're saying, so he's just kind of waiting for Aluna's response. Because again, he trusts her, and I think there's a big difference between. I think even if you don't know much about magic, you can tell whether something is divine or arcane.
I think so.
Pretty clearly, I would just assume.
Can you?
So,
Yeah.
Did we have this discussion?
I think there's a feat for that, Miyabi.
Well, actually,
divine or arcane.
I don't know.
To determine a class is pretty hard, but the nature of a spell, most people who have any magical affinity can pretty much tell the difference real quickly.
I
would
came from
assume
the
that-
art or the Mana Waste. I don't know any of that.
I would just assume that since Aluna is a divine caster, he might be able to recognize if something is divine if it's similar to how she casts.
Yeah, that's fair.
Either way, it doesn't really matter. But I think that if it's a divine spell and Aluna approves it, he'd probably be okay with it. As long as it's not something that like affects him, like mage armor or something.
Right.
I think it's funny because I just picture him resisting this and passing the will save, but still taking half of the healing and being like, "No."
Right? Abner would be like, "Oh, you're tainted now."
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
I wasn't sure if
Oh,
Aluna was
boy.
going to need to have a conversation. To be fair, though, Aluna's not 100% on board with this either. I mean, she doesn't hate the gods, but she venerates the spirits, so... But to her, a god is just a powerful spirit, so it's not going to hurt,
Yeah, if Aluna said that to Miyabe, he'd be like, "Oh, okay then."
Yeah.
Like when they say God, they just mean powerful spirit. Okay, we're all cool.
Yeah, exactly. That's technically not untrue.
So Annabella will take hold of a brooch that she has on her dress, and it's a colorful songbird, and she will clasp it and she will say, "Oh, Shaylin, goddess of art and music and beauty, bestow upon these troubled souls your healing power." And she will channel energy.
You know what I
like
really
lying
want
and
to happen? I want her to actually be tone deaf, but still be worshiping Shaylin. That just sounds beautiful. Oh my gosh.
So that's 4 HP to everyone from the one channel, and she'll kind of look around at you after this happens. How was that? How do you feel? Do you feel invigorated?
I feel like I could use a little more beauty.
More beauty? Are you a follower of Shaylin as well?
Will it give me more healing?
Shaylin will heal you regardless of who you serve.
Sure, Shaylin it is.
How very
So
utilitarian of you.
Kermit now worship Shaylin.
I don't think I can worship anybody. I could put Shaylin in there.
Yeah, just edit his character sheet. As of the moment, Shaylin seems to be convenient to worship.
Kermit's character sheet just keeps changing every time a new god offers him something.
I don't really know much about gods. I literally thought he was a bro in our party a minute ago, so I mean, whatever.
Well, you know, if you worship Abaddon, you can get a discount on your taxes. Oh, all
They're
right,
with us
sure.
always.
I worship Abaddon. Yeah, all right, yeah, okay.
Kermit's all like, Asmodeus sounds like a wonderful guy.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I get superpowers? Oh, sure, yeah, okay, yeah, I worship Asmodeus.
Wait, seriously? I get superpowers?
I met this guy Rovagug in the Darklands. Real nice chap.
Son Kuthar, he likes suffering? Alright, we'll pass on him, I guess.
I'm something of a martyr myself.
I'm something of a martyr myself.
She will, she'll take hold of her holy symbol again and she'll say, Shaylin, these travelers require your healing power upon their weakened bodies. And she will channel energy again.
I'm just pointing out I really appreciate this character, and I'm getting some really, weird flashbacks of Preacher.
I knew you were going to say that. I love Preacher, come on.
That is 7 hit points to all of you.
Now that is some love and beauty right there.
And
Abner's gonna look at Baldra, even though he doesn't need any healing, and just be like, "Are you gonna allow her to show you up like that?"
well, not all of us are so frivolous and scandalous to give away our services for free. The wench can do what she will.
Oh, snap.
You have a nice day.
And
Luna
before
will-
you walk away, Annabella is going to reach into a little bag she has at her side, and she's going to pull out a carving of a songbird, and she's going to give it to each of you. Now just remember, when you go out into the way of the world, remember who it was who healed you and gave you the strength to carry on in your journeys. Shaylin, goddess of art and music and beauty.
Alright, maybe reel it in a little bit.
Did Annabella just give me a business card?
I will remember Shaylin. And she'll go then ask the cleric of Abadar how much it would cost.
And if you look at the carving, you do see written on the back, referred by Annabella Talia.
That is awesome. Drunk just puts it in his pocket, he's not really, he's like, sure.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
Tuck that away for later.
Yes, so mechanically, I think the cost of a channel, it's not a spell.
No.
Did you have that figured out, Jason? You said something like 10 times the spell level times the caster level or something.
So that's how spellcasting works. I don't think they have something for channels, but I'd probably say 10 times the
Level of the
what's it?
channel. Cleric
The
level.
die of the channel.
Oh yeah, that works.
Oh
yeah.
boy, okay. Let me just
So
look at
if
this.
it's 2d6, I'd probably say 20 gold.
Right.
Or you could maybe modify that by maybe 15 instead of 10, because it's not the same.
Joke's on you,
formula,
she's
but-
got selective channeling, so it's an extra 10 gold on top of that to make sure you get
Yeah. The guideline.
Okay. No, one of these days I have to play a cleric of Abadar who, whenever somebody pays him to channel, he selectively channels so that they don't get it. And he's like, I did channel. You didn't specify that you had to be included.
See? Jason and I can go into business.
I now suddenly want to play Cleric of Abadar just because the idea of being so capitalistic about like every tiny exchange. They would want category, like they would want like, hey bro, can I borrow $5? I don't have cash on me. It's like, all right, let me write you a credit for $5.15. All right, yes, and you'll pay this back in full. Exactly. And by what date do you want that back by? It's like
in the middle of combat, the one guy's like, "Hey, can you heal me?" And he's just like, "Here, can you fill out this form first?"
Right,
Do
sure.
we need you to sign here?
I trust you. We've done business a long time now. Add it to your tab. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Looking it up real quick, I don't see anything that really specifies. So,
Free.
I'll just, for the purposes of making this not super complicated, I'll just say that it is 10 gold times the number of die. So in this case, she can go up to 4d6, so that would be 40 gold. I know that's probably way too cheap, but I'm just gonna go with it because I don't know.
She gets 4d6.
Way too cheap? I don't think it's way too cheap.
Oh, times character level?
No, he says an alternative.
That would be a bit more expensive.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot more expensive.
That's the thing though with channels is like
Pretty high
I don't
level.
think you can choose to channel fewer die.
No.
Yeah.
So
I think-
selective die.
I think by dice number or by character level is the right way. One or the other. Probably not both.
Yeah, I'll just say for the purposes. Well, I'll meet sort of in the middle. We'll just do 50 gold.
Yeah, that
So
works.
50 gold, and she'll do a channel.
Yeah, because even when it has things like the cost of copying a spell, technically includes a service fee, but there's a plus or minus on that depending.
Is this
on where
for
you
future
are.
reference? Because I'm good now.
I'm down 8.
Correct, and Aluna would like that not to be the case.
I mean, we have one potion.
Oh, that's true.
Drink the silly juice.
But maybe
Alright.
we want to keep the silly juice. How far are you down, Aluna?
She's fine.
I mean, I'm just gonna tell you that if Miyabi is down 8 and you think you're gonna drink my silly juice potion, you're gonna get healed too.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And the effect will kick in as well.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't have to be at full health. That's fine. Just saying.
I know, but I know, but she'd want you to
Wait.
be. So,
Then maybe Aluna should have taken more healing stuff.
You can
Yeah.
also just hire her to cast Cure Light Wounds.
yeah, I'll just do
Yeah,
that.
would that be, what, 25? What's that cost?
Well, if you asked her to cast it at minimum, then it would only be, what, 10?
Mhm.
yeah,
Level
she
1
could do
spell
that.
at caster level 1.
Yeah, she could definitely do that.
I mean, Yabe's got 7 gold on himself, so he could
Well,
do 7
we'll
of
just
that.
take it out of. Well, I was gonna say we'll just take it out of party gold.
Hey,
Sorry.
don't. What? Nope. What are you doing?
It's fine. It's fine. That's Justin saying that, not Abner. Abner would be like, "Hey, I'll give you the 10 gold, but it's gonna be at a 25% interest rate for 5 days, and there's gonna be an early, pay penalty." So
30 gold.
30
Aluna
gold.
accepts without question whatever it takes to get Miyabe full.
Okay, so that's a lowest caster level?
Mm-hmm.
Cure
Yeah,
Light Wounds?
D8 plus 1.
D8 plus 1, which we'll take whatever that is.
Well, wouldn't her caster level wouldn't it be higher than 1?
Yeah,
yeah,
but
Well, she's
if
casting
we're
it.
hiring her to do it at a lower caster level,
So that's 8 points of healing.
Oh.
that's what I needed.
beautiful. All right.
Oh, that's
how
convenient.
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 Hey, that's cheaper than a potion. That's cheaper
Someone's
than
fudging dice.
I like to think that now Miyabe goes up to Aluna with like a curious face, and he says, "These gods, these great spirits, they have names." And he's like fascinated because he's like, all the spirits for the tribe, like they were just like nameless spirits, and now he's got this idea that these are just great spirits with names, and he's just like, I did not know of this.
Miyabi's gonna become a cleric.
He's gonna multi-class.
Thinking that he's like a shaman or something, but he's just a cleric of Abadar all along.
Abadar? He wasn't even listening.
Abdar, I know him.
Yeah, I know that guy.
We hung out before.
I tugged on his jacket.
But she'll tell Miyabe, lots of the spirits have names, Miyabe. The big ones and the small spirits. We just do not know them all. That is it. And that's how
Okay.
she'll explain the concept to him. Which is technically also not untrue. Technically.
Just not ask their names.
So at this point, you all are
Poor
feeling
cricket.
pretty good, and you're getting ready to hunker down and wait out this storm that's coming through. And it's definitely kicked up there's pretty heavy, strong winds. The rain's coming down hard. And there's still that strange lightning that keeps hitting. And if you were to look out the window towards Island Town, you can see that it actually seems to be hitting mostly where the barricade is set up around each of the island towns to try to keep the tides from coming in and destroying the buildings. They set up these barricades. The cat that you found was in one of the barricades. And the people around you are starting to get nervous, and you can hear whispers. And finally, one of the guards comes up to you guys and says, "Listen, I know that you are new here, but you have been given a special position by the sheriff when you were helping around town to get ready. She left about an hour ago, and she was going to explore or investigate the lightning that's happening because it's very strange and unnatural, and she hasn't come back yet. We told her that she needed to take a couple of us with her, but she refused. She said that she didn't want to subject anyone else to the storm, but I'm really worried that something has happened to her, and we're willing to go look, but we don't want to scare people by just leaving all at once. I don't know if you guys could go take a look and see what's going on."
Sure, I guess.
Luna nods. Poor Abner. There might be gold to be made yet.
You are a very enthusiastic bunch, I can tell.
Well, are you gonna pay me?
I'm sure that Adela will pay you something if you can bring her back safely.
Well, I'm sure a bird in hand rather than a bird in the bush is worth 2 stones. I don't know. He's making stuff up.
Understand that currency.
You will forgive the one Abner. He likes his money. But I promise you, we'll help you. And we'll go.
I suppose.
Okay. All right,
This is
so-
why everyone hates Abner. This is actually true. Like,
Yeah,
that's a lot of people don't like Abadar.
sure. Want to get paid for everything.
All right, so you head out and you can see that there are, like they mentioned, the lightning seems to be hitting a lot more. It's more concentrated on where the barricade is, which is very strange. I was trying to find my lightning sounds.
Whip
I
crack.
can't find them. Yeah. But, so you guys had come over here and then to this island and then back around. And they would have told you that Adela started out by crossing this bridge. So your best bet probably is to check out that he's at. So as you are crossing this bridge, has come up pretty high, and it's actually lapping over the wooden planks of this bridge, and the wind is blowing pretty heavily, and the bridge is kind of rocking, but you make it across without any problems. And you get into Island Town, and you head towards where you can see the barricade, and it's kind of poor visibility with the storm, but you can see when the lightning strikes, it kind of lights up an area, and you can see that there are, in the distance on the barricade, 4 figures that are just standing on the barricade. And at this point, you're probably maybe 100 or so feet away.
4 figures.
Who are those?
Yeah.
I don't know. Was the visibility too bad? If we roll perception, we can't make them out.
You can roll perception, but you're going to take a penalty.
All right. Well,
I'll
We have
roll.
-8.
I'm assuming that's not gonna do it. So
I'll roll perception. I can perceive.
Let me get to my notes here and see. Where is that?
as we're all walking there, Kermit would kind of say, "I'm all one for helping the sheriff and all, but are we walking toward lightning?"
I believe we are, and this might be a poor time to mention it, but I don't know how to swim.
Can I
You know, as a gripply, I don't really either.
Oh, are you more of a tree amphibian?
Yeah. Yep, I do tree things. You got it.
Oh, okay, alright.
Miyabe looks back as soon as he hears that you can't swim, and he like has this horrified expression. He says, "You should probably not be here right now.
Well,
This is very dangerous for one who cannot swim."
I assume if I fall in, you will come after me, correct?
Of course.
Excellent, then all is well.
I think we should all tie a rope around each other's waist, and then that will surely have no severe consequences if one of us gets swept away.
Is there a relevant knowledge that I can roll for, I'm assuming knowledge nature, to realize that this is not a natural occurring phenomenon? It's not just lightning striking a tall building. There's something weird going on here.
There was.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll a knowledge nature. As far as your perception checks, the visibility is just too poor. None of you can make out what these figures are.
Knowledge nature is a 10 for those listening at home. And a 21 by Abner Calhoun.
Yeah, so Aluna, you aren't terribly concerned about what's going on. You've been out on the plains before, and thunderstorms on the plains can act unnaturally. I just remember when Jason was in Illinois, and I drove through a thunderstorm out on the flat plains of Illinois, and I tell you,
It's intense.
it's terrifying. It's
Yeah.
so scary. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, from where you're from, you're used to bad storms that blow through. Abner, on the other hand, you have some background in arcane magic, and something about this is definitely not natural. Something about this, the way that it's striking specific points, the way that it's stronger on this particular island, it's not your run-of-the-mill storm.
I don't feel like this storm is rather natural. I think we're dealing with a bit of an oddity here. You know the old adage, lightning never strikes twice. I've seen it hit that same barrier 3 times. We should probably proceed with extreme caution.
I have not heard of that saying. I'm not really sure about your 2 bushels and rocks thing. You are confusing me today.
It doesn't help
You
that
confuse
Aluna
me
also...
and confound me constantly, my amphibious friend.
I would say, it doesn't help that Aluna also speaks in weird metaphors, so like, it's beautiful.
All I wanted to say was, a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. And I could have
In hands, and there's some rock there, too.
horribly.
A burden! You almost said a burden. Like, a burden now!
Like, I mixed the killing 2 birds with 1 stone metaphor with the bird in the hand for 2 in the bush. At the same time.
Seems about right to me.
Don't mind
How
him,
my Tuesday's going?
he just rambled. How's your
Been a
Tuesday?
long day.
That's a fun
man.
question to ask. How's your Tuesday? Well...
So,
Miyabe would look to the others and he would say, "The guards said only that the sheriff was missing, but we found everyone else here. But there is still 4 figures."
I do not know, Abe. We will have to get closer to see.
Kermit pulls out his gun.
I
He
think
thinks there's going to be some trouble.
I think our small amphibious friend has the right of it, and we should probably arm ourselves and prepare for the worst.
Now, Miyabe, before we go in there, I know the last time I was a little harsh and said you should ask questions before swinging. Disregard everything that I said for what is probably going to transpire.
It does seem odd that 4 individuals would stand out in the middle of a storm of this magnitude. They cannot be savory characters.
As we're watching...
As soon as you say that, Kermit looks over and counts. 1, Aluna 2, Miyabe 3, like, oh my gosh!
Are we the unsavory one?
Are you talking about us?
While I'm looking up at them, do they move at all? Or like, are they just standing relatively motionless, or what's the situation?
It's hard to tell because it's pretty dark, except when the lightning flashes. But when the lightning flashes, it does create this almost strobe feel where you can tell that they are moving around. And the closer you get, you can hear sounds that sound like not shouting, but loud talking. Trying to speak above the wind. So yeah, it's not like they're statues on top of the barricade. They're moving around.
When the lightning strikes, did you say that phrase? That sounds like a phrase for like a bad book.
Does dark vision help at all? How far away are we from these people?
Far
enough.
At 100 feet.
100 feet?
Yeah, if you're moving closer though, the closer that you would get within your 60 feet of dark vision. And you would be able to see a little bit better. It's still poor visibility, but
Right.
as you move closer, you see that these figures are humanoid figures. You can see 4 of them are standing up, and then there is something that is lying on the barricade, like a mound of something.
Clearly, they have sacrificed the sheriff, and we're gonna die.
Is she the mound?
You can't tell.
Is there a mound of pulpy flesh on the barricade?
I
don't know.
believe I've had my hands in
I believe I had
This man's meat sack.
Is there a reason the sheriff's picture popped up on my screen?
No, I was trying to drag her onto
Because
a
you're
map.
like, oh, a mound of, and then she popped up, and I was like, her, you don't know. I'm like, she literally
even
popped
blew
up
it
on my
in the
screen.
stream. I thought that was important. I was like, oh, well.
No,
let's see that.
I was I forgot to make a token for her. I was just gonna put her on this map that'll move you to eventually, but I didn't have a token, so we'll just
So she
theater
is
of the
in
mind her.
jeopardy, if not dead. She dead.
So are we close enough so they could hear us? Like, I don't know, are they looking toward in our direction, or?
Make a perception check. And are you guys trying to be stealthy about this?
I mean,
Of course.
Not. I think
Miyabe.
You would know from what you guys are dealing with that the visibility is pretty bad. So, they're
I
also
think
going to
he's-
probably take penalties on.
Yeah, so I would say Kermit's not like moving silently or stealthily, but he's moving cautiously and slow. So,
Okay.
but not, if they turn over, they could probably see him.
Abner's firing his gun as he walks towards them.
Boom, 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 boom.
Bang! That'll teach you.
I didn't think you had rapid reload. How are you doing that?
Leveled up.
Okay. So we've got a 15 perception from Kermit. Wait, what's that for?
Then I said, do I notice that they see us? And you said
Oh,
roll.
right. Okay. Let's see. So as you're slowly walking towards this barricade, at first it looks like they have their backs to you, and they're, pointing out, and there's one that kind of is standing out in the middle and seems to be like directing and pointing, and at once they all kind of turn around to face the town, and they look at you and they can see you coming from down the street. And so with that perception check, it does look like they may have noticed that you are coming. So for the purposes of this, we will go ahead and roll for initiative.
Means obviously they're bad.
Oh. I did warn us.
Ooh, boy.
Josh, you're on the wrong mic, bud.
Josh, you're very quiet.
You might be sitting back too far.
I probably just sit back too far.
Nope.
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 Cool. Give me a sec.
So I will
How about
move
now?
us over.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Yep. So
It
I'm
was
going to
just
move us
suddenly
over to this.
for a little bit. I did that. Weird.
I don't know. So I'm gonna have you on this map put yourselves in any of the squares that are closest to the left side. You would like to be. Whoa!
Wait,
Did you,
wait.
like-
Why?
Okay, so I don't know if anybody's
I don't know
seen
why
Ant-Man
they're-
and Wasp. I just saw it the other day. Have you guys seen it at least?
Oh,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't yet, but I don't care about spoilers.
I've seen it. Yeah.
Well, spoilers. Miyabi just popping out reminds me of the scene at the end where he turns giant in the water and pops out over the boat.
Oh yeah.
Is that Abner? You
So-
can't swim, buddy.
I can't swim.
You're way over there. How'd you get over there?
There, buddy.
Once again, thank you, Sarah, for the
A wave.
taking the time to craft this.
Yeah, how do you like my Paint 3D map?
Yeah, let's ask the
Tables?
chat. What do we think about this art?
Hey, no. It's great.
I think
It's
so.
great art.
I think so.
All right. So I should have done this ahead of time, but I did not. So let's label them blue, green, and red.
I'm
Was the
assuming
barrier builder drunk when they built this?
it was
Hey,
haste.
it was
going on here?
hastily.
What is going on
Hastily.
here?
Miyabi, would you
Wait,
do you want to
where
change
are-
spots with me? I don't know. Would you be closer to Luna than me in between?
Wait a second. What the heck?
I
Where's
don't-
my?
I don't know, Sarah.
I'm riding
Can
on
you guys-
Primit's shoulders.
What do you guys see?
A map with some lizard people.
Yeah, I don't know where they are. Are they? Oh, they're on
And
the map layer. What
a
a
massy-
rookie move.
A massy clump that looked very much like the sheriff, but that's fine. That's now just a brown square. But we definitely didn't see that.
Okay, so, all right, let me get these colors going. Bear with me.
Oh, I'm bared
So
with.
blue, red, green, green. And I will say that this barricade is 10 feet high for the purposes of anything involving the barricade. And let me
Including climbing
get
it.
some music.
Battle music.
I need battle music. Alright, so shut that off.
I need food and water.
I need an assistant that can do all this for me.
Yeah, we should hire an assistant. That sounds like a great
Yeah.
idea.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
Would you like to be the
Pure rat.
GM's assistant? Yeah.
We'll
Alright,
pay
so
you in
Miyabi has
exposure.
a 12 initiative. I also decided not to use my second screen tonight because I didn't know if that was part of my problems. So it's hard
Your
going back. and
audio has been better. Although it did
Has
cut
it?
out once when we were crossing the bridge, but like overall, I think it's
Oh.
been better.
Okay. I wonder if it's because I'm defragging. My defragging is done. Luna, I need an initiative from you.
Oh, did I not roll you one? I'm sorry.
No.
What's wrong with you?
You know.
Mine was a 16.
12.
She
Wait,
goes
yours
first.
was a
6.
6.
6.
You stinker. So 12 Miyabe, 23 natural 20 for Crimit, 6 for Luna, and a 12 for... Nope, 6 for Abner, and a 12 for Luna. So, sorting that initiative,
Man, I'm
Up.
tired today.
we have Crimit acting first.
So you said they're up on the platform.
Yeah, up on
barricade.
the barricade.
So we see 10 feet high, and we can make out that they're lizard folk.
You can't make out anything. You haven't rolled any checks.
Okay, well, that's what I say. It's not a give me.
They're humanoid, and they look lizard-like.
Can we tell that black smudge now, or brown smudge?
You can tell it's a body. You can't tell what body it is.
Okay.
And can we tell that one of them looks different?
No.
No.
So I guess Kermit will, he'll look up and see them, and as a deputy of this here fine settlement, I ask you to cease and assist your barricading smashing things. And he will ready in action, so if they get close, he will shoot.
Okay. Alrighty. Next up is their turn. And you hear them. Let's just see real quick. You hear them bark out something. What languages does everybody speak? Can you just go to your sheets and click on languages so I can see? I don't
Miyabe
think-
the linguist speaks common and polyglot.
common and polyglot common. Okay, Abner, you're actually able to make this out. You hear the one right here work out and say in Draconic,
Ooh.
what do you want us to do? And they're effectively going to hold. Next up is Aluna.
She'll also wait to see how this goes and delay for now.
Okay. Miyabe.
Miyabe, seeing that both Krima and Aluna aren't like immediately attacking or anything, and there's no combat yet, he'll just move a couple feet forward and just ready. He wants to be in front of everybody else, but otherwise he'll just ready an action for if they get closer.
Okay. All right. Next up it is the one right here. So this, hearing the one next to her bark out, goes in the same language that you can't understand, except Abner will say, "Kill them! We can't let the storm fail! We must destroy the town!" And at that, they will go ahead and take their actions to jump down off of the barricade, which would, I guess, enact Krimit's thing because they moved closer, and Miyabe.
Well, I'm sorry. I guess I was just gonna wait for them to get within my range increment.
Okay.
So it's 20 feet.
Okay. Miyabe, was yours conditional on, like, distance?
I readied an action for if they got close to me.
They'll have to be within.
Like an attack.
Yeah,
like
they'll
they'd
have
have to
to
be
be-
adjacent
Okay,
to me for that to happen.
Like an
Yeah.
attack? Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Stop! You
Okay.
violated the law.
So they will... they will jump down, and as they jump down, they pull out a weapon, and let's see. For now, they will.
Pull is part of a move. They have a BAB.
Well,
jumping down.
yeah, actually,
as part of a
they
move.
will pull out something on their back and throw it at
Yo,
you
with the
guys.
thieves.
So let me just make sure I've got my range increments
I
right
used
on
to be an
these.
adventurer like you. Till I took an arrow to the knee.
Till I took an arrow to the knee.
Need something?
Okay, so
I saw a dragon.
Looking to protect yourself or deal some
Or
damage?
deal some damage.
okay, so Green is going to
I saw a
throw.
dragon.
Actually, they're all going to throw at Miyabe. Two of them are within the range increment. Green is outside of the range increment. But I just said that they used their whole move action to move down, so I'll say that they're going to use their standard action to fire at Miyabe.
Must have been the wind.
So Blue will throw a javelin at Miyabe, and this will be a 14 to hit.
Miss.
He's not flat-footed.
Blue. Oh, that was Blue. Red is a 14 to hit, and then Green takes a minus. No, so they all throw these javelins, which you are able to dodge out of the way. And so that was their turn. They had delayed, so now they go right before her, but she still gets her turn. Oh goodness, I can't. Okay. So on her turn, she is going to. What is she going to do? Let's see. Okay. So she's going to move her hands around and say some words, and an arc of lightning erupts between Krimit and Miyabe, and I need you both to roll a reflex save.
Oh.
Ew.
Oh.
My reflex is not great.
I'll act after this turn.
Okay.
Because I delayed, so I have to wait.
Think
So that's a 5 for Miyabe.
Pretty good if I do say so
Fail.
myself.
That is a fail.
22.
Okay, and that's a pass. So you will take half, and Miyabe will take all. So Kermit, you take 1 point of electricity damage, and Miyabe, you will take 3 points of electricity damage as an arc of lightning shoots out.
Oh no! No! Miyabe! No!
Not 19.
Power level 1 lightning strike.
She catches him in his arms. Stay
heightened
with me,
spell.
Miyabe!
Like in the cartoon where you just see his skeleton as he's electrocuted.
I didn't type in the minus. I just did the 3.
Anybody seen Home Alone 2?
Yes?
When he grabs onto the sink there.
Alright, so that was her turn, and now it is Aluna's turn, who is going to act after.
Yep, and I'm going to go ahead and cast Bane, which is a standard action. Bane fills your enemies with fear and doubt. Each affected creature takes a -1 penalty on attack rolls and a -1 penalty on saving throws against fear effects. So go ahead and give them a will saving throw. Every single creature will be affected. It'll last 2 minutes per level, so likely the duration of this combat.
Okay, so blue is going to be a 19.
Pass.
Green is going to be a 11.
Fail.
Red will be a 5.
Fail.
And the big one will be a 25.
Pass.
So red and green fail.
So red and green have a -1 to attack and saving throws for the duration of the combat.
Alright, so Bane is just the opposite of Bless.
Correct.
Okay. Alright, so let's see if I add this condition. I don't think that's going to help.
Will negates. There's no partial. So it's just the
Okay.
opposite of Bless.
Do they get feared easier? Or do they get -1 to their fear effects?
-1 to fear effects. Just fear effects.
Okay, so -1 to red and green.
Yep.
The other two are fine. Okay. Are you moving at all, Luna?
She'll just move 5 foot. Well, can we 5? Is this difficult terrain here?
No.
Okay. So.
Wait. I played it as difficult terrain last time, didn't I?
I don't think so.
I'm not gonna bother with it now.
Okay.
It's fine.
Well, in that case, it won't matter now, but for the moment, she'll take a 5-foot step and move action, pull out her... oh, I have a javelin. Yeah, we'll pull that out.
Okay, so you pull out a javelin. Next up is Abner's turn.
I believe it goes without saying that they mean to do us harm. Good thing I knew what they were saying as they throw spears and magic at us. What's my distance on that? Oh, plenty of distance. He will cast Magic Missile on red.
Okay. Roll that 1d4 plus 2.
+1.
Oh, that doesn't scale with
Oh,
your
wait.
level?
I don't know. Hang on. Let me look.
I think it's 1d4 plus 1.
It's
It's
1d4
+1 per. It's +1 per missile.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to give him an additional +1, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, right? I mean, I only get a second one at 3rd level, but if you want to go ahead and give it to me, I'll take it.
I'd really rather not.
Go ahead and roll your 10d4 plus 10.
Yep.
Ooh. Okay, so 2 points of force damage against a red.
Dude, but he didn't know it hit him. It was like 2 birds and a rock in a bush.
It was like 2 birds and a rock in a bush. Walk into a bar.
I'm confused.
It sounds like a bad punchline.
They walk.
I can't wait to rewatch the video to memorize what he said, so that anytime, Sarah, you ask me at work how my day's going, I will just be like, it's like 2 birds and some bushes and a rock.
And a rock.
A rock in a hard place.
It's like a bird's in a hard place. Next to the
It's
bush.
like two birds in the hand
With the rocks.
in a hard place.
There's hands too, but I don't know
It's
where
like
the
killing
hands
two
are.
bushes with a bird.
I can't remember. It goes something like that as the crow flies,
There are some bushes that have bird hands.
according to the prophecy.
Next
I
up
think those
is
are
Kermit,
fried
top
goods
of
from
round two.
McDonald's. Anyway. Miyabi, they just threw lightning at us. And Akura is also confused because he doesn't really know spells either, being from the Monoway, so he knows Miyabi doesn't like it, so maybe that'll get some claw Wolverine action going. Not a sponsor.
No, that's one.
X-Men? Marvel, not a sponsor.
Hashtag not a sponsor.
Hashtag not a sponsor. But do you know
Like
who's
this-
also not a sponsor? Syrinscape, but they are a fantastic program to use for all your tabletop RPG music needs.
Also
Sorry,
known as-
plug.
Yes.
Continue. My bad. Go ahead.
So Kermit will fire, I think the very first time without any enemy being engaged in melee. So let's see what type of action.
Let's see what
can do.
Kermit really can do.
I'm not
And
hopeful.
one.
I hope it's a 1. Oh, it's a natural 20!
Did that confirm a crit
Ooh.
too?
Who is this against?
I'm sorry, Red.
Oh, you still have the -4 on
Red.
that. You still have the -4 on that.
I shouldn't have.
But you do. So that is a 26 and a 25 unless Sarah
Yeah, I don't
wants
know why the
rolls.
-4. Oh, I remember why I did that. My apologies. I put it on the last time. You're right.
Oh
So
yeah, I hate to say that this is actually a hurricane, so ranged attacks are impossible.
Oh,
So it should have
actually,
been-
That's
oh.
technically true.
So it should have been a
It's technically
26.
true.
it's technically not a lie.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I wanted to be like a very mean GM, I would have at least the -6 penalty on ranged attacks, or I could just say you can't do them. It's too windy. But I'm
Honestly,
not-
against
It-
touch,
to,
it's probably
to be fair,
still
even
hit.
with that, I did hit with a crit, and then my crit confirm would have been at least a 19 to touch, even at a -6.
I could see that with a bow, but a pistol?
A gun? Have you
Yeah.
ever shot gun in the rain? It goes no matter what. You just can't see so well.
Have you ever shot a crappy medieval gun in the rain?
You know what?
Hey,
No.
hey, you watch your tongue over there, Miyabe. I built this myself.
Yeah, you don't know what's crappy and what's not. He's got an AK-AR 4735. It's so good.
So that one just explodes backward into the barricade,
Ah, beautiful.
and you can see that dark red water is starting to pool around its body.
Kermit is like excited, but at the same time, this is the first he's ever actually killed a humanoid or successfully shot one. It is exhilarating and terrifying.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
I'm so happy with myself right now.
I'll never forget the first time I was playing Pathfinder. And I was playing a paladin with spiked armor gear and a crossbow bolt, and we got attacked by bandits. And I remember having the passing thought, you know what? I don't have to kill this bandit. Like, we could just capture them. But instead, I decided, you know what? I'm going to shoot. And I got a natural 20, my first natural 20, and I insta-killed what turned out to be an important NPC. It was amazing.
All right,
Please
so that was
reload from a save point.
that was Kermit's turn. So now it is Miyabe's turn.
So is there any like ladder or any way of getting up the barricade, or does it have to be scaled?
It has to be scaled.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd have to like clamber up it.
So in that case, Miyabe will just move and kind of get into this guy's side. Because he wants to eventually be able to climb up on top of the barricade, but he'll deal with this guy first. He doesn't like that there's an arcane caster up there, so his focus is kind of up there, but he knows it's stupid to try to climb up there while there are people on the ground attacking. So he'll run up and make one swing at Blue, hoping to take it down so he can move on.
Okay. All
14.
right, so 14 against Blue is a miss.
I figured.
Thought that would be the case.
No.
And it is Blue's turn. So you so graciously came right up to him.
It runs away.
Yeah, it runs away. Right, so Blue is going to drop. Oh no, it doesn't have a javelin because I threw it. It's going to draw out its weapon from its side, and will just make sure I have this right. Yep. So it'll do 2 attacks, one with a weapon, and then it will bite out at you. So
If
the
you
weapon,
haven't draw the weapon, you technically can't.
that's true. It's a move action.
So
Okay,
move
it'll just
action.
hit you for now then.
I'm all for full attacks, but you said he drew a weapon, so.
That's a miss because that's only a 12.
Got a miss.
So that was blue.
You really lucked out, Abe.
Um,
Holy cow, you've lucked out this combat.
Yeah, Green, seeing this little frog splatter his buddy, is going to charge up at Crimmet.
With a
Uh-oh.
So he'll get basically a +1 instead of a +2 for his charge. Because he's at the
Yeah, yep.
-1.
So that's going to be a
36 to hit.
a natural 19.
Yeah.
Ooh, does a 20 hit?
Does a 21 hit your
Yeah.
touch AC?
So I think that's gonna hit ya. And that will be
12 points of damage.
9 points of damage as it slices out at you.
Not bad. Not bad.
So that was their turn. Now it is
Well, there went those channels I got.
turn. She is going to.
Cast Create Pit right underneath Miyabe.
Yeah. Yeah, so you two are the ones that have moved up the closest, so she'll do the same thing, same hand motions and words, and I need both of you to roll reflex saves.
Me and
14
Miyabi?
better than 5. Yeah, I think
What
so.
is she? Was she no chain lightning?
That's the same exact reflex roll.
Oh, they're gonna make me figure out that the DC is.
It's probably 10 plus half hit dice, or if she has a caster level, plus her ability score that she uses
Okay.
for casting.
Yep, I've
Wait.
got it.
10 plus, I don't know, wisdom or charisma plus either her hit die or her caster level.
Yep, so Miyabe, that's a fail,
Figured.
and Kermit, that's a pass. So Miyabe, you will take
9.
7 points of electricity damage, and Kermit, you will take 3.
It's not 9, but
No.
we're all right around the same HP level.
That was her turn. Next up is Aluna.
Man, that's terrifying. Yeah, a well-placed fireball would kill us, that's true. We're gonna 5-foot step that way. And, yeah, you know what though? I'm gonna evil eye blue. And it will get a -2 to its attack rolls.
You fool!
Could have been AC, but
Actually, sorry, real quick. I think I'm gonna take that back and say that you passed. I think the DC, I'm just gonna use the same DC for some of the spells, so that would have been a save, Miyabe, so you would only take 3, so you can give yourself 4 hit points back.
Okay.
So Evil Eye Blue, so that's a will save.
yep.
19.
Well, that's gonna pass, I'm sure. I don't have it on hand, but I'm pretty sure that's plenty.
So
Target
that's just
takes-
one round.
Yeah.
What are you negging?
The attack roll reduces the penalty to just 1 round.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so 1 round of -1,
2.
-2. 2? Okay. -2 to attack.
Yep.
Fair enough. All right. Next up is Abner.
I'm getting out of here. Sorry. Had to. Typical plug. Let's see. I'm gonna move right here and take a shot at the lady lizard on the top of the barrier.
Okay.
Pew pew.
Pew pew.
Kaplow!
Wow.
All right. So that is a confirmed critical.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh.
So that is 14 points of bludgeoning piercing damage. She did not like that.
I'm gonna die. I'm in danger.
Yeah.
Technically, by Pythagoras' theorem, she'd be more than 20 feet away.
Well,
Technically.
technically, yes. That is technically true.
Remember when I asked Jason to be the rules lawyer? That was a fun time.
She'd be like 21 feet away. That is true.
That was fun. Just reach your arm out a foot further.
Just move 5 more feet in.
Yeah, push your arm out further.
I could have if we want to do that. I could move, yeah, right there.
Just move up 5 more feet.
Yeah,
and you'll be
go
within
for it.
reach.
That's fine.
Okay.
She says as she
Great.
5 footsteps blue
And
makes
now
an
I
attack
take a
of insane.
All right. Next up is Kermit.
Kermit's still looking out.
What are you talking about?
You won't be firing into melee again.
Sure.
Unless you choose to.
Hit the lady on the barrier. She's gonna be mad. Big mad.
So,
What's your question?
no, it's not a question. Really.
He just wanted to say so.
Yeah,
Oh.
I did.
As of
So I guess, in my action, Kermit is going to, I guess, full withdrawal.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This way?
Which way?
Oh, straight up, sorry.
Okay. Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Full withdrawal. Full round action to get
Yep.
the heck out of here. I'm getting out of here.
So, well, premise behind it is Kermit, this is his first real combat against humanoids, and I mean, he just got obliterated by this one guy, and just kind of like in fear in his face, doesn't really know what's going on, just like, oh no, I'm over my head, and just kind of just bolts off for now.
Kermit, it really doesn't take much to go over your head.
Ah.
To break it to you.
Wah, wah.
But yeah. So and also from your perspective, I'm sure this is sensory overload because there's lightning arcing out. There's the sound of guns going off. There's
Well, Gunsy's fine, yeah, but he doesn't really know magic, so the lightning, he's been shocked twice. That dude just straight up wrecked him.
yeah. Yep. Nope.
so
it's
yeah.
totally understandable. Makes sense. I think often we're not able to really put ourselves into the combat, and it's definitely, it would be something that would shake even the strongest man. Even Miyabe is shaking in his boots.
Nah.
Miyabi don't wear boots.
Speak of the devil, speak of the demon. It's Miyabe's turn.
He's only part demon, and he's not even a tiefling. Come on. His demon's blood. That's barely nothing.
He was born in
Miyabe,
the abyss.
Miyabe is highly frustrated by this situation because he wants to attack the evil arcane whatever she is spellcaster, but he also wants to get rid of the guy that's right in front of him, and now he's worried about Green
Yeah.
having an open route to Aluna, so he's just not happy about the situation. Yeah, I guess he'll attack Blue again. He'll hope that Aluna can reposition herself. He'll try to take out Blue. And no.
All right, yeah, an 11 is going to miss against blue.
And he is going to try to acrobatics. Well, see, that's the thing. If I acrobatics to get over there, then Abner is screwed. All kinds of screwed.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not a great situation for Abner. Because I go last as well, so...
So I guess I'll just 5-foot step back here. And
Okay.
that'll be it.
Oh,
He'll
okay.
start making his way back towards her.
All right, so now that was your turn. So next up, it is their turn. So blue.
When does Aluna
Is
act?
Luna acts after they go. So blue is going to strike out with a weapon and a bite at Abner. Not Abner. Miyabe.
Dude, he's got
Miyabe.
natural reach.
He's got noodle arms. Noodle arms.
So with his Tribucci, it will be a. He's not baned anymore, or not baned.
No.
He's not hexed anymore. Okay.
Well, he's not
So it's a
hexed, but he
20
still
to-
has the -1. That's Bane. That'll last the duration of the combat.
Blue didn't get hit by Bane.
Blue didn't get hit. It's the skull and crossbones was the bane.
Yeah, okay. I thought you were saying green. My bad.
So it's a 20 to hit on the Tribucci.
Even if he was hexed, that would hit.
All right, and then for the bite, it is a 5. So only the weapon. 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And then baned target is going to step up. Actually, he'll...
This is going to hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll step up here. And he'll do the same thing. A quackadoo.
Is he
Quackadoo.
attacking Abner or Miyabe?
Abner.
Okay.
17. No.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, that hits.
I'm just trying to make sure because it's minus.
Listen, is it over 12?
Yes.
Then it hits.
And then the bite is going to be a natural 18.
You're
So
a monster.
Yeah.
And Abner's about to go down.
Can we knock Abner down? Maybe.
4 points of damage from the Tribucci
Okay.
and
You're fine. You're fine.
1 point of damage from the bite.
You're
You'll
Must
live
have been
forever.
minimum.
You're totally fine.
Those 2 attacks combined were less than the
Could
1
have.
attack that I got.
right.
It was even
Yeah.
less than the one attack I got.
Yeah. Wasn't great. All right. Next up, it is her turn. Oh, let's see.
Fireball.
She's clearly out of lightning bolts.
Yeah, she's only got 2 of those per day.
Yes, clearly. She just summoned a massive hurricane, but can only use lightning bolts twice per day.
Miyabe and Abner have the best reflex saves, so.
So she's
Ooh.
going to.
Oh, I don't want to influence what you're gonna do.
Yes, you do.
Come on, throw a lightning bolt at him. Go ahead. Throw a lightning bolt at Abner.
No, I think
Go
I'm going to do
ahead.
something different.
No, I think you will. I think you'll throw a lightning bolt at him.
Does she not get it 3 times?
I get +5 against electricity.
Oh, you have electricity resistance?
Yup.
Oh, that's disappointing. I wasn't going to do that anyway. I think what I'm going to do is
Lightning bolt.
all of a sudden,
Lightning bolt.
actually add Miyabe right through your square. Let me just see if I can do this. It
I'll allow it.
is.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Proceed.
She summons another spider swarm.
Right.
They could just pack up and go home if that was the case.
Abner just
Yeah, we're
slowly
done.
lays down on the ground, waiting for it to consume him.
Wait. If she summons a spider swarm, though, Abner or Justin, you need to be like, does it have distraction?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think she's gonna put it right here.
Wall of
So
fire.
all of a sudden, like, she does more gobbledygook with her hands and stuff, and a 2 feet thick wall of wind just erupts right through your square. And essentially, it's a roaring blast of wind through this area that is 30 feet long and 15 feet high. Any tiny and small flying creatures cannot pass through the barrier. Loose garments and cloths fly upwards. So Miyabe's loincloth is just like blowing in the wind.
At no point did I say he wears a loincloth.
Wait,
all
so
feel
you're not wearing
that.
anything under there? Commando Miyabe.
I feel like Krimmit would know that already.
Yeah,
But you're- Your long hair, Miyabe, because you have long hair, right? Like long dreads or something?
No.
Or is that just your image? I didn't know if your actual hair was long. Regardless, your clothes and your armor and stuff start like flying up as this just erupts through your square. Basically, mechanically, the biggest thing to note is that arrows and bolts are going to be deflected and miss entirely, while like any other ranged weapon, so your guns are going to have a 30% miss chance through that wall.
Okay.
No, actually, I think you're right. He does have.
Yeah,
I think he does have the hair of the image. I was thinking of somebody else. I was
I
thinking
thought
of a
that
different
you did.
character. You're good. So yeah, his dreadlocks are like a Medusa.
Yeah, so his hair is just going crazy right now. So that is what she will do. And next up, it is Aluna.
We will, yeah, we'll Evil Eye Blue again. And this time we'll go for
Okay.
AC.
Okay, so we'll save. That's a fail. It's a big fat fail with a natural 2.
Yeah, no.
So that's going to be hexed for his AC is down by 2.
Yep, for the full duration, you said?
Yes, the full
It's
duration.
Blue. Alright, give me a second to write it down. I'll have it ready for you each time.
I think I can put this in here. Yep, AC is going to go down. Does that affect like his flat-footed? I don't know if it makes a difference. Does that affect touch AC or just?
Yeah, AC is -2. So it'll affect everything. I think. Jace, you should look
I
that
don't know.
up. You should look that up.
Maybe you should because it's your character.
Yeah, well.
Oh.
Sick burn, dude. Sick burn.
Sick burn. What can I say? I think AC counts.
Jason, slave, look this up for me.
Slave! I dare not say.
For right now, I'll just assume it affects everything,
I
just
think
to make it
does,
easier.
Yeah.
So he is hexed. He is evil-eyed, for a long time. We'll say probably for the duration of the combat.
7 rounds. I got it here.
Are you moving anywhere, Luna?
Yes. After she does that, she's going to move to here and yell to Krimet. Remember, Krimet, who you are. We need your help now. And try to encourage him back into the fray. And yes, I as a player know that that's not going to be too successful. Simba.
Simba!
Yes.
One day, Cribbit, everything you see will be yours. This barricade will be yours.
Everything the stars touch. It is daylight.
Everything the water touches. Okay, so that was Luna's turn. Next up is Abner's turn.
Sorry, I'm joking. Everything the stars touch. It's daylight.
It's daylight. I can't see anything.
I will 5-foot step back this way, and I'll do some gobbledygook with my hands, and cast mage armor on myself.
Oh, that's smart.
Ah, classic. I like it.
I
Okay,
like that.
so a shimmery film appears all over your body. I like that. That's exactly the noise that mage armor makes.
Yep.
It's canon. I don't think I have that sound. Otherwise, I would try to add it.
Being, beamed up to the Enterprise.
A little bit of both.
Abner now goes to Starfinder.
All right. Next up is Kermit's turn.
I do declare I am not part of this type of role-playing campaign. Kermit stops, after he hears Aluna say something, and he kind of turns around, takes a deep breath, and he searches through his
Feelings?
pockets and pulls, feelings, and he pulls out the potion as a move action and standard action drinky.
Okay.
And it is the tripped out one too. So let's see here.
Used for 1d4
Probably.
rounds. That would be bad.
That would be very
really
bad.
funny.
That would be
That would
super
be
not great.
amazing.
So I at least still, potentially get my heal, right? So it's 1d8 plus 1.
Oh, listen. This is actually a sound called mage armor. I don't know if you can hear anything. Probably not.
It's
but
really faint below the music. Even if I turn it up, it's
Okay.
pretty faint.
So 8 HP to Crimit, and I need you to roll me a D100.
Thank God.
Wow.
Thank God. Crystal
like that's
clear.
You're fine. You're fine.
I think he gets an extra point of healing for that.
I don't think so.
Kermit ate the glass because he didn't really know what to do with it.
And again, we mentioned how frogs don't have teeth, so it's just like nom nom nom.
Oh,
nom.
that is disturbing. The imagery for that.
They probably do have teeth, but I told Brandon that when I was thinking of a voice for Zuif, I just pictured like something that didn't have teeth.
Oh.
Well, all I can picture after she told me that was Kermit apparently has dentures. That's the only reason why it makes sense. And I think I sent her a picture of Kermit.
Yeah.
Or no, Kermit with
Kermit.
teeth.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
funny.
It was creepy.
Also-
Disturbing.
Also, is that D20 roll correct? I just looked at it again.
Which one?
Did that
Which one?
actually even roll?
Oh, did I just put roll 100?
I think you just said
You
roll
did.
100.
It's hilarious. You know, Aluna spoke to Kermit, and he realized that he could change the reality of his die roll to what he wants.
Yes, not 20.
So I will just apparently I'll actually roll a 30 then. Is that better for you, Jason?
Yeah. No, I think you're still fine. I think it was 25%.
Got closer though. Really tempting fate
Yeah.
there for a little while.
It was very close. It's
Kermit
not-
chose
it's
the
not that
reality
bad.
of his die roll.
It would have been really fun if it had worked, but
Your
alas.
definition of fun and mine might be different in this.
And then Kermit will take a 5-foot step forward
alrighty.
into the fray.
Alrighty. Next is Miyabe.
Oh, yes. And my son
So
brought me
there's-
over. I also have a Kermit action figure.
He's naked. Put some clothes on.
Well, Miyabe's not wearing any.
There's no,
We discussed this.
there's
The
no
only thing the
mechanical-
wind affects is his hair, which leads me to believe either that armor is super tight or there's something to be desired. But anyway, what were you doing?
There is no mechanical disadvantage to being in the wind for melee combat.
Yeah, for melee it doesn't matter if I'm
Yeah.
in there.
No, there's no melee. It's just for
Except
the
that your
range.
clothes and your hair are all a blur.
I would not
Yeah,
go
I
out
think-
in winds with no clothes.
I think Miyabe would want to step back, but he'll take one more swing at Blue before he does. So he's going to attack Blue, and then he's going to 5-foot step back.
Okay.
-2 to its AC for blue.
So
So hopefully this will land. There we
yeah,
go.
that time I
There
so
you
I
go.
finally got a good attack roll, but my damage was 2-1.
Minimum
So-
damage.
Yeah, so you do hit that time, but he's still standing as you 5-foot step back towards the group, and now it's their turn. So they are going to. All right, so let's see how to do this.
They're going to
So-
flank Abner.
Yeah, Blue's gonna step up. Blue's gonna step up and ready his action to hit when.
Oh, she's bringing out mean
Oh.
DM's tactics.
Do they have an intelligence
Yeah.
higher than 4?
Yeah.
They sure do.
Man, she's
Um,
pulling all the stops.
So as soon as Green moves up into flanking, Blue's going to unleash his attack. So he has
Just
a
AC,
hex,
so he's fine.
Oh, his is AC, so it doesn't affect his attack.
Yep.
Okay. 15.
That'll hit.
Okay. So that
I'm
is-
going down.
Yeah.
Oh, that was minimum damage, 2 points of damage. And now Green will attack you with the flank. But he's got a minus to
One.
something.
-1.
-1.
-1. Alright, so I think he misses because his was only a 12.
Yeah.
He still
Couldn't
gets the
they
+2
also
for
Actually-
bite
flanking.
attack?
So with flanking, that's a 14.
It'll still miss.
My AC is 15.
Oh, shoot. But did they what?
Don't they get the bite attack as well?
Well, Blue wouldn't because he readied. I don't think.
Oh,
he
that's
can
true. I
ready
guess
a full
Green
round.
would because
Green would get a
he
bite.
5-foot steps, right? I was thinking because of the ready, but Green didn't ready, so.
That is payback for the. Do they have distraction?
Natural 1. So
That hits.
that worked out real well for me. I appreciate it, Justin. I
Worked
appreciate
real well
it.
for Abner too.
I'm glad somebody else is on my side here.
I was gonna point it out, but
All right, so next it is her turn.
Lightning bolt.
She casts mage armor on Miyabe. And
She knew
doesn't
he'd hate that.
appreciate it.
Let's see. I don't really have much.
When a person gets mage armor cast on them, do they feel it or?
I would think so.
I would think so. It probably makes you feel pretty warm. Like you just peed your pants or something.
Yes. That's
Mage armor all the time.
when I think warm and cozy, nothing comes to mind faster than wetting myself. You know what? That's just a kind of natural warmth you can't compete with, you know? It's
shield
the
feel
right
like?
temperature. It makes you feel like the inside's the outside. It's nice. It's nice. You become one with nature, you know?
All right, so next up, oh, it's her turn. So I need Miyabe and Abner to roll a reflex save.
Hey.
Hey, thank you, Andrew, for joining the stream. He checks in, says Crimit for MVF, most valuable frog, and he tells Sarah to kill us, but just kidding.
Wait, kill.
I'm trying,
Wait,
but
everybody but Crimit or Crimit included?
That's probably true. Probably everybody but Crimit.
Yeah.
oh, to kill everybody but Kermit.
He says get him, Sarah. Just kidding, just kidding.
So you both pass. So you take 2 points of electricity damage, and Abner will take 0 because he's a turd.
We're
Who
getting
takes
there.
2? Do I take 2?
No,
No.
nope, it's only 2. All right, next is Aluna.
I'm not liking this one bit.
I also have +5 cold resistance.
That's
Can
good.
use your healing hex.
Rex. Why don't you just cast Cure Light Wounds, Josh? Shamans get that as a spell.
Well,
Just
if I
kill.
had rested
Just
for
cure him.
if I rested for a day, you'd be surprised. I would have that. it would actually be on my prepared spells for the
Too
day.
bad Miyabe's gonna die because you didn't prepare that today.
Because you prepared 2 Banes today.
No, I prepared 1 Bane and 1 Chain. Okay. Because we haven't rested since the first
Okay.
fight. So,
I thought you cast Bane earlier today.
I thought you cast Bane on the water elementals.
Yeah.
oh. Well, then take that Bane off.
Oh man, we got ourselves a
And a
freaking
lightning
cheetah.
bolt
But the
strikes
healing
the
hex
Luna
wouldn't have made a
and she
difference
dies.
even if he
I'm
had
pretty
it.
sure that the enemies should get bless for the rest of
I-
this combat because of that.
I don't
You know
think-
what? I'm taking this off.
I think you should. Yeah.
And giving him all his hit points back.
I love the guy who's at 5 health points is like, yeah, they should get blessed.
I just
And
want to
healed.
point out.
Yeah.
I just want to point out that because that thing didn't have Bane, that bite attack should hit Miyabe. Because it was a 14, but the
Oh,
minus
you want
1
me to
wouldn't
roll
be
it?
there.
You want me
would
to
be
roll
a
it?
15. That
Yeah.
should have hit.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll it. I didn't mean to cheat.
And it'll
1
all be
point of
Aluna's fault.
damage.
1 point of damage.
1 point of damage.
You take it. And I ate an action. So we're all good.
Jason, I think now is a great time for you to rage.
Right?
Might be the only way to keep him up for a little while, to be honest.
I'd get more hit points back.
You would.
Yeah, but then, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I am going to Evil Eye Green.
That's rude.
How can you Evil Eye Green when Abner's in the way?
Evil Eye Abner?
No, I
He
don't.
misses, and Abner goes, "Why are you glaring at me?"
I just have to.
I feel you glaring in the
I
back of
just,
my head.
I just have to see them. I'm sure I can see.
I'm pretty sure it's a 50% chance to hit Abner with that.
No, it's no.
So that's a fail. So this guy feels like really good because now he doesn't have minuses because of Bane, and then all of a sudden he gets hit with this.
And he's minuses because of
This
to AC
guy.
He's
again.
like, that shouldn't count because the Bane shouldn't have ever been on.
Awesome.
I feel like the up here on the barricade, she should be like referee, like calling the shots, be like, that's illegal.
That's illegal.
How many
Yellow
spell
card.
slots you got left?
There we are.
How can I trust anything that you do from this point on?
This is why we have to check character sheets, because people are always trying to cheat.
Yeah, you filthy
Big
cheater.
problem.
It is a huge problem. The biggest of problems.
Probably hate that I never slot any of my spells in my character sheets.
That's pretty bad. But to be fair, I just made that mistake.
Luna. Oh, you moved. Your turn's over. Abner, it's your turn.
Wait, we haven't rested since we leveled, have we?
No.
No.
This is a correct thing.
So yeah, you have spell slots, but you've...
Yeah, because I was looking at my spells and I was like, I have 3 slots, but I only prepared 2, and then I'm like, oh, that's right, because we haven't rested since we leveled up.
Yeah.
Sarah's let me before, if that happens, to do the 15 minutes of concentration to add one, so you could just go stand in the corner, we'll finish this combat, and maybe, just maybe, you'll get that spell slot.
I'll still get that spell slot.
No, that's not the case. You have to sleep.
I'm fine with that. If you want to do that, go right ahead.
Does pulling out a weapon provoke?
No.
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 Sheathing
a weapon
does.
Okay. I have to drop my weapon. So I want to use my quarterstaff, but I have my pistol in my hand, so... Dilemma, dilemma, dilemma. I guess I will drop my pistol.
If you do, that's not good.
Then...
Waterlogged, can never be used
Yeah,
again.
you know, there's
Never
extra
be
rules for
used
getting a wet
again.
pistol. Granted, it's raining right now, but...
Or do I just back up and reload? What to do? What to do? I use magic missile again, since that's in the rules, and Josh did it.
I just give myself another prepared spell.
Yeah.
Once per day, casters are allowed to cast a spell they don't actually have.
And once per day, wizards can cast a spell at the highest possible caster level. So
Yeah.
If I've been playing
You're the
Xamarin
20th
wrong
level.
this whole time,
I don't want to leave Miyabe though.
don't make me feel
He'll live
guilty over
forever.
here.
He'll live forever. I am immortal. Immediately goes down next combat round.
Probably, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop my pistol where I'm standing, pull out my quarterstaff, and take a swing.
at the green.
Yes. At the green. No, at the lady on the barricade.
Oh
Do I
my!
hit her?
What sort of reach is on that quarterstaff?
Don't worry. Oh my gosh, one damage.
It'll hit though, at least.
Ideal.
It's gonna hit.
So you tap green on the head, and he's like, "Ow!"
Oh.
Is that in Draconic?
Ow. Yeah, that's in Draconic. Ow! Oh, right. So
It's because I have a -1 right now.
next
my
up is
drink.
Primit.
Kermit is going to assess the situation. How tall are these?
10 feet.
And how many feet can you move in a... Or no, I can do... Because I have a climb speed. I can climb quicker, right? So I
Yeah.
can move... I can move...
At your climb speed. When you
I can move action over here and then use my double move to get up on top, correct?
Mm-hmm. What's your
I'd allow
climb?
it.
What's your climb speed?
Or my climb... I also have... if I took a tensor, which I could do based on Jason's thing, that would give me a 16 climb.
Yeah, but what's your climb speed though? Actually.
30 feet, I think.
Oh, then you can walk on it like normal, as part of the same move.
Well, no, he technically still has to make a check, I think. It's just he can move that fast,
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, let me look at it.
rather than having to go quarter speed.
I see. But I
Because
mean,
otherwise, there's no reason why they would state in the rules that climb speeds get
Oh,
a
it's,
plus
it's
8
climb...
bonus.
It's climb speed of 20 feet, but still.
Gotcha.
Yep, so I will do that. So I will run over here, and then climb and jump up on top of here. Well, I guess I can move more than that,
Alrighty.
right?
You can move a little bit more than
Yeah, so it's... Sorry. So
I
it's
think
20
basically
feet
you can just
here.
get to the top.
Yeah, because you have to use a move action to get up there.
To climb, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I climb up there, and I guess as I climb up, I... Hey, you, spell-slinging hag! And
Ooh.
obviously, I don't know, did they know common?
Called her a
I
hag.
stayed in Gripply this time just because I said common earlier. Obviously, they didn't understand common because they would have peacefully surrendered like I'd asked previously. But since they didn't, now I'm going to say it in Gripply. That's
Okay.
the only other
I
language
bet you
know.
hag still translates, though.
All languages, it's the same.
Yeah, it's hag.
Okay, so that was your move and your action. So now, Miyabe, it's your turn.
He will swing again at blue. He is injured this time, so he wants to
It has
try
a
to
lower AC.
take
Yep.
it down.
Yeah.
We'll see.
There
That
we
might have
go.
done it.
Yeah,
That did
that
it.
will do it.
That'll
and
do
blue will go down.
Ciao.
Yay!
And
And immediately, blue's loincloth starts blowing up in the wind.
It's like in any good game when you kill them over a vent and their body just floats.
It's
Yeah.
just like ragdoll
Ragdolls
flops.
on there. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
he'll then step
right.
down.
He's having a seizure.
Okay.
Seizure
All
procedure.
right. So green is the only one left.
That's not true.
You want to know what's funny?
Yes.
Oh no, never mind. Never mind.
Tell me the funny.
No, I messed up.
You're
I
the
looked at the
funny.
wrong stat block.
Oh.
So green. I'm gonna roll to see which one green's gonna hit.
Are you sure he doesn't just attack the
I was gonna
towering
say,
guy who smacked his buddy?
And who has less AC than the mage right now?
Oh, to be
He
fair,
doesn't know the AC.
to be fair, he did get hit
opposing
with the
figure.
quarterstaff. I would argue as well. He
And
did.
I think he hit Abner last time for pretty hard, didn't he?
Yeah,
He bit him for 1.
that's pretty hard.
Did he miss with his turbucci?
No, he
Oh.
hit me with. No, he hit both. He hit both.
Yeah, he just
I
did
thought he
little damage.
I thought the blue guy hit me.
No.
No.
She said.
No, I'm talking about Abner. The
Abner.
green guy hit
Oh,
Abner.
Abner.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
he made purchase on him last time, so I
Yes.
don't know if he would necessarily switch targets. So I'll do evens or Abner. Odds are Miyabe.
Ah, I wanted the evens.
Haha.
Sorry,
So he will
Abner.
do a bite and a whack. Is hexed.
I'm sorry, he-
No, the
Oh,
hex
he
doesn't
got me.
matter. It's to his AC, not to his attack.
Oh, I thought this. Oh,
No, that was
Oops.
Bane.
So his to hit is normal.
Yep.
okay.
Thanks, guys.
Natural 20.
18.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's
That
he gonna
was
say?
the
No.
weapon, and
Wait,
the bite
what's your
is
AC now?
a natural 20. Okay.
Oh, snap.
So, natural 1 to confirm. So that's garbage.
Still
But
hits.
yeah. So the turbucci will be
You could still live this, man.
Maybe.
4 points of damage.
No, he'll be fine. He's gonna still
Yeah,
be up.
she'd have to max damage, wouldn't
Well,
she?
yeah,
Like,
but it's gonna be really
and
bad when you get
4
hit.
points of damage on the bite.
Yeah, so I'm at 1.
Sarah,
mean,
do you
next-
fudge them dice
I'm still
Did I
swinging.
what? Did I fudge my dice?
to save Abner?
No. No.
Well, she wouldn't have been able to kill
I
him.
would have
if she
killed
did a
him.
lot.
No,
Yeah,
but
he
still
would
not
have
going
gone
dice.
down.
I may not want to kill somebody, but I do take pleasure
However-
in them going unconscious. If they bleed out, that's on them. That's not on me.
Now,
I
what's
just
gonna
wanna-
be super awkward is if I have to bring my Slayer in, but Aluna's still alive, and so it's like, well, I had a sister, but
It's
I don't
fine.
know where she
We'll
is
just
right
change it.
now.
We'll just change it. It's fine. You just change it.
You both took different boats.
Yeah.
yeah.
What would be funny though is if she does another one of those electric things, because she did 7 the one time. So
Yeah.
she does 7 damage, which
Be enough.
bypasses his,
Yeah.
puts him down to -1, and Miyabe goes down to -2 in 1 attack. That'd be great.
Lightning.
Yeah, let's just give the DM ideas. You know, hey, here's how you can kill us really efficiently right now, based on our
I have
current.
other ideas in
Yeah.
mind.
I know she does.
She's still waiting on that fireball.
I'm readying the fireball.
So it's the evil lady, right?
Excuse me, through wind, a fireball through wind. Really?
Yeah, come on. What's that gonna do?
Really?
What's the interaction
on.
there? Show me in the
Come
rules.
on.
Show me in the
Come
rules. It doesn't count as a projectile.
I mean, she could just move.
30% miss chance.
Stop it, Jason. Stop it.
Could just move down here.
No.
Past it.
Oh, okay, so I'm trying to make sure I'm reading this right.
Probably not.
So just
I I think you're doing great, Sarah. You know what? I think you're doing
great.
We don't do this to
You can
Jason.
read these ahead of time, and
Like we never do this with Jason's GMing. Like, we're not this hard on
Well, to be fair, Jason never goes, I'm not sure if I'm reading this right. Because he'll fake it till he makes it.
well, because none of us will call him out for it. But if I make a mistake, I'm gonna immediately get from all four of you. I don't think that's how the spell works. The spell doesn't read like that. You're so
That's
stupid.
how Jason sounds. That's not what I sound like.
That's how we end it. You're so stupid.
All right, so
Once
I don't
per day,
know.
kill a single piece
Oh.
at 1 hit point.
At 1 hit point, right?
Bane
Oop.
or
Oop.
gosh, what's the one?
There's Death Knell, but I think you have to be unconscious for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Kremit, make me a will save.
Oh.
Dominate
Dominate
monster. Ooh.
Perfect. Perfect.
Ooh.
Perfect. So,
Dominated.
Tells him to drop his gun.
she waves her hand out at you.
Into the ocean.
And all of a sudden your gun just starts to feel uncomfortable in your hand. And next up is Aluna.
Just uncomfortable, huh?
Just uncomfortable. Maybe a little chilly.
Oh.
I don't like this. Okay. We'll go ahead and attempt to evil eye him again, this time targeting the attacks. So go ahead and make me another will save.
Okay. Natural 20.
Okay, so
Ooh.
he is going to pass, but he will have both a minus to his AC and to his attack for 1 round. And
Well, the AC is for longer, but the
No.
attack is just 1 round.
nope, the spell, when you add another hex, the duration goes just off of the most recent. It doesn't
Right.
stack multiple.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah, it's actually
Works for
easier
me.
to keep track that way, and I think that's how Jason was telling me it worked, so I'll just do it for now until I learn otherwise.
Alright, so next up is Abner's turn.
She'll move into here
Okay.
without provoking.
Okay. I'm gonna swing at him again.
Alright, so a 5 is not going to hit, unfortunately.
Are you
Is
sure?
my damage calculating right, or am I seriously just rolling ones?
No, you're good. Yeah,
It looks like you're rolling right.
that's about
huh.
right.
And then I'll 5-foot step back.
Okay.
I'm getting out of here.
I'm getting out of here. Kremit, you're up next.
So what does? So is that's just the I'm getting a sensation that my weapon's just cold in my hand?
Yeah.
Do I feel like I'm compelled to want to drop it or something, or does it just feels
No.
cold?
Just feels a little chilly.
All right. Guess we'll see where this rabbit hole in the bushes and rocks go. Let's rock it.
Hey, that's my thing.
So I will 5-foot step, reload with move action.
Didn't you already reload? Or did you move and not?
Yeah, I think you had to move.
I double moved
Okay.
to get to there. Well, yeah, because I
You
shot.
drank a potion the other round, that's what I
Yeah,
remember.
move action to pull out the potion, drink, and then double move. Yeah. So I'll reload and I'll take a shot then, I guess. I don't know.
Shooting good.
Guess Siri will tell me what's going to happen, so I'm not adding anything. So I'm just going to click to roll. So
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
He baroned it!
I think somebody
He baroned
is
it!
dodging the dice rolls.
how could I do that?
It's another natural 20, and it is a confirmed critical, so that's 14 points of damage.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like it. Something's fishy.
Even at level
First
2.
round of combat that I'm actually doing well in, and it's fishy.
Somebody's got a bird in their hand and one in their
Actually, I was
stone.
going to tell you the earlier, Sarah, when I was messing around on my backup character and I was
saw it.
practicing roll, I confirmed with a 20 with a 20, and I was just like laughing to myself. I was like, Sarah be so pissed.
That's why I think there's something afoot.
You don't have... Do you have any pluses on your damage normally? Like flat modifiers?
Not right now. It should just be flat 1d6. I will get them eventually when at level 5, I believe, is when I can add my dex to damage.
Okay, I didn't know.
But
I didn't know that
it's
it wasn't
just my
until...
straight. I mean, unless I get like precise shot or something eventually.
Right.
Or
Deadly
point
aim
blank,
would
excuse
give
me.
you damage, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So how does 14 treat her?
Yeah, she's still up, but that was a big hit.
Wow. That's 28 points of damage we've done.
Yeah, some perspective.
How rude.
How rude. Next up is...
Sir, just
Miabe.
curious, did I notice anything when I shot? Like, nothing, still cold, that's it?
Yeah, just chilly.
For
it
context...
may be getting a little bit colder, but
By
it's
the
hard
way.
to tell because everything's cold in the rain and the wind.
I have
Well, to be honest, like, my gun is my prized possession, so I guess unless I'm forced to do something to it, like, I wouldn't consider otherwise, I suppose. So.
No. Yep, you're fine.
For context on your turn, Miyabe, by the way, Aluna does have a javelin out, which is technically a thrown weapon, but can be used as a melee with a -4, so she currently threatens that square. So she does have flanking on it.
Well, he's gonna try to hit the thing. I am adding the flanking as a bonus.
And the
so
-2, Sarah, for your thing.
Okay.
that'll do.
Yep, I think that'll do. So that's enough to put green down.
Oh, thank God. Oh my gosh.
And then he's gonna start moving to the barricade. He wants to
Moving
start
and shaking.
getting up there.
I don't like how
Okay.
going home Miyabe is. He just is like he's asking to die.
He wants to get rid of that caster.
I know.
Alright, so now it is her turn. So something's gonna happen, but I have to wait for Brandon to get back.
Oh no.
So
Oh no. And Justin,
Oh,
Our
no.
sweet little Crimit.
did you turn off your camera, by the way, intentionally?
I'm eating a sandwich.
No, you're fine. I just wanted to
we
make
want to
sure.
see that sandwich, Justin.
I mean, come on,
show
man.
me the sandwich.
No.
Oh,
I
I
have to be
just
careful
realized I
because-
accidentally full screened the stream. I hope that didn't look terrible for a little while. Sorry, everyone.
Rookie move.
I know.
Okay, now that you're back, Brandon.
I'm sorry.
So,
I can hear you, but I'm
your
stepping
gun
out
in
for
your
a bit.
hand has felt a little chilly, and
Right.
it's starting to ramp up, and it's ramping up, and now it's at the point where it's painful, and so you're holding onto this gun, and you take 3 points of cold damage as you hold onto this gun that has gotten colder and colder. Now it is her turn, so she sees this massive man that is trying to scamper up the wall, and this frog that just shot her with this unheard of weapon.
Can't help but notice you didn't cast that cold weapon on Abner. Huh. Huh.
Nah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you walked away, she said she only cast that on threatening targets.
That's fair. Hey, we've done the same amount of damage, boyo.
I think he critical as well.
We
Abner
both
also
did 14.
Abner also got a critical. She's going to
That's minimum. I think mine was almost max.
move back here, drawing out a wand and
How dare she?
doing a thing.
How dare she?
Don't let her use a wand. I want that wand.
That's my wand.
Miyabe's?
All right. That was pretty good. She liked that. That was good. All right, so that was her
Wand of
turn.
Cure Light Wounds. Clearly.
Wand
Clearly.
of heal.
Next is Aluna.
That's not-
Oh
you
man,
Can't have a wand of heal. It's not possible.
isn't heal the one where you automatically like get 100 hit points back?
It's like 10 times your caster level. Something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
pretty
Oh
insane.
my goodness.
Alrighty, so that was her turn. Next is Aluna.
Okay. Let me make sure she's within range for Evil Eye. I think I just have to see them, so I can see her.
Yes.
I will go ahead and attempt to lower her AC. Go ahead and make a will save for me. She's probably gonna pass, but it'll at least be around.
It's,
natural 20.
By the way, Josh, it's within 30 feet.
Oh, you're right. Within 30 feet that she can see.
Hey, you filthy cheater! What
For
is
some
wrong
reason,
with
it's
you?
in the
What is
in the
wrong
flavor
with
text.
you?
It's not in the actual.
My goodness!
Yeah.
At this point, we might as well just kill her off.
She'll. I love.
Luna is going to die.
I'll move closer then. Am I within Pythagorean theorem? Yes.
Wow, you assumed that really quickly. How fast can you do Pythagorean theorem in your head,
It's
Josh?
20 feet. It's 10 feet high.
22.3 feet away.
Yeah, we already did the math for that one earlier to determine if Abner was in range of 20 feet, and we decided he wasn't.
But this is at a mild angle.
Did she really get a nat 20?
She did.
Well, at least for a
I've rolled
round.
3 natural 20s on things that are like on saving throws that don't need to be natural 20s.
I mean, you haven't been doing any attack rolls, so.
Yeah.
I did attack rolls for the other guys. I did one, but I didn't. That's right. I didn't confirm because it was a natural 1 to confirm, which is disappointing. I don't know why that hurts more than like just a miss.
I do what I want, guys.
All right. So that was the Luna's turn. So she is. You said that was for AC.
Yep.
Okay.
What should I
So
call
her
her? Evil
A sizzle
lady?
is down. Next is Abner.
He will sheathe his quarterstaff, 5-foot step, and pick up his pistol. And then,
Okay.
can I still do a move action?
No.
Not if you 5-foot step.
Not if you sheath.
No. He can move if he sheathes.
Oh, he can
You
do
can't
it.
pick up a weapon.
You can't pick up a
picking up a
weapon.
weapon a move action?
Yeah, but you could use your standard action as a move action. The problem is that if he 5-foot steps, he can't take any other.
Oh, so if I just call it a move action instead, then... Right?
You could not 5-foot step, pick up, but sheathing is still a move action.
Right.
So if he's gonna sheath and pick up the weapon, his turn's done, no matter if.
Oh, he was sheathing, and never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sheathed the quarterstaff, moved
You
up.
can
to pick
drop the quarterstaff and pick up the gun from. You don't even have to take a 5-foot step to do that, because you can reach one square away. I remember we had this discussion with Aiden. I ran.
Ah,
into
yes, because you have 5-foot reach.
Correct.
Because that makes total sense.
And you have a quadrillion weapons.
Right? He jingles when he runs through the forest.
He's got like one.
All right. I didn't bring this up so you can just make fun of Aiden, okay? All right. He's a great character. He's probably like on par to be one of the best written characters.
Is that a dagger?
I've ever
That's fine. Oh, is
he
that
goes,
a short
"Oh."
sword? I'll take that.
Oh, is that a plus?
spear?
Is that a +3? Yes, thank you. A +3. I don't know how to use that weapon. I'll learn.
So I'll just drop my quarterstaff here then. It's not going to float away. It'll be fine. If it does, I'll find another big stick. So I'll pick up the pistol, then I can move, right?
Yeah.
Since I eliminated the sheathing action.
Yeah, but you can't 5-foot step, so you just have to be a space back when you consider your movement.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. So you would be there when you picked up, and now you can move.
And I'll move...
And
here.
no, your pistol did not magically reload while it was on the ground.
Yes, it did. I have that feat.
He has Abinar's blessing.
Ground reload.
Yeah, don't you know he took the trench fighter archetype for the gunslinger? It lets him when he's on the
Yeah.
ground. It just automatically reloads.
There's trench warfare and Pathfinder.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Justin, you're joking, but I'm pretty sure trench fighter is actually a real
Kermit.
archetype for the fighter. I think maybe trench fighter or something like that.
Is after I took the damage, is my weapon still emanating cold?
Yes, and it's getting worse.
So I will sheath is my move action, my guns, or I'll holster it. I won't sheath a gun.
Holster the gun.
And then I will just move, I guess. I'll chase her down. You won't get away from me! I don't know. Are these, like, I guess I can do it that way.
Yeah, that works.
So, I holster my gun and run. As I'm running, do I notice is it still getting cold, or was it just because it was in my hand?
It was more. I mean, it's still getting cold, but you don't feel it because it's holstered.
Okay.
So you can get like maybe a little bit, but
All right,
Ooh.
I'm still gonna do that. So I was just curious.
Okay. And actually, hold on. Let me just read it real quick to make sure there's no secondary effects. It takes full damage if blah blah blah. Oh. So you will take. Okay, so you're still going to take some damage, it's just not going to be the full. It would have to completely leave your person, but it's not going to be like the full damage.
Well, I'll figure that out on my turn.
Okay.
Next turn.
Okay.
Because as far as I know, I
next
think
is-
it's safer not being in my hands, so.
Right. Yep, that makes sense. Miyabe, it's your turn now.
Miyabe is going to run south and then make a climb check to climb the 10 feet up there. He has 40-foot movement so that he can make it in one climb check if he succeeds
Oh,
the
what a
climb
stinker.
check.
What a
Um,
stinker.
I assume a 22 is enough to climb it.
Yeah, I'll say
Okay.
so.
So it would be his full round, 40 feet to go down, and then his full 10-foot climb movement to get to the top. So that's his full round just to get up there. And he would have had to drop his
Earthbreaker?
Earthbreaker in order to start climbing. So
Okay. Alright, fair enough. So that was Miyabe's turn. Now it is her turn. So she's in a bit of a pickle. She's getting to the point where things are going to get flanked. So, Kremet, take 1 point of cold damage from your gun that is holstered, but is still radiating through the holster.
My hip is cold.
She's going to start casting something else. Targeted at Kremet.
Uh-oh.
So this is going to be against your CMD.
Uh-oh.
Trip.
It's an 18 against CMD.
Yep,
That's gonna do it.
I was going to say, against a small creature, CMD is
Does-
usually...
Does that beat it by 5 or more?
Exactly 5.
Okay.
I have a 13.
So a like gush of water comes at you from your right side, and it pushes you 10 feet off the barricade, and you will take, because I think 10 feet is a d6.
Non-lethal. Wait, no, nothing. I don't think. Well, can't remember.
Oh, no, he did not purposefully fall.
He did not purposely fall. So take 2 points of damage as you are thrust off the barricade by this gush of water.
I almost took the glider racial trait too.
And the ignore
He didn't
10
knock
is
him
oh,
into the water over here?
yeah, that's crazy.
No, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I can't believe he's not drowning right now. You hit
Okay,
your head on a
and-
rock as you
Watch
go
me
off the
cast
side.
another round of Bane there, Miss Lippy.
Alright,
And then she's gonna run this way.
Ah, you
Get away
stinker.
from the massive man.
Yeah, they climbed
next
back
up
down.
is Aluna.
I don't like this person. I'm gonna evil eye her again since it technically ran out. Say
Okay.
targeting AC again.
Jason, you should really come look at this dice.
Is it really another nat 20? I have other things I want to do.
Fudging it! She's fudging it! Her brother's in on it!
That's probably the actual first natural 20 she's rolled. She just wanted to confirm the fourth one.
No, you didn't know. So, So another round. Is this AC or
AC.
is this AC? Okay.
Yeah.
So another round of hex. Yeah. So that was your standard action. Did you move or did you want to move?
She wants. Yeah, she wants to move. Well. Yeah. Just 15 feet down that way after. Well, yeah, after casting it.
Okay. Next is Abner's turn.
1 second. I gotta fix my internet.
Oh, not the internet.
The internet.
Curse you, internet. Did your cat unplug your router? Because I've heard that happens sometimes.
I don't have a cat.
What's the duration on
Aw.
this wind wall, Sarah?
We've been over this. Abner tried to kill a cat.
It's still going.
Okay. I guess I should have phrased that question.
Wait, actually, no, it's not. It is not.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm used to playing much higher level casters, not this level of caster.
I appreciate your patience as I asked, though, because I know. I should have thought of a better way to word that, because no, you don't need to tell me if it's rounds or minutes or hours per level. I just wanted to know if it was still up.
Alright, perfect. Sorry, I had to direct connect real quick. Alrighty, what am I doing? I'm reloading my gun!
Beautiful.
That's
As a swift action.
I wish.
It's a full round action for you, you say?
Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh. I hate to tell you,
Yeah.
but that's not good.
Well, you know,
That's awesome, though. I can't
I'm
wait.
doing the best I can, bud. Why don't you cast another iteration of Bane?
I'll never live it down.
No, you won't.
Get that third Bane.
We'll be
Yeah.
20th level in Iron Fang, and somebody will like, hey, I did cast Bane today? It's like, why is he still alive? Shouldn't he have died like the rest of the party? Freaking min-maxer.
Listen, Orange running around naked in the Darklands. He's fine. And that's... Yeah, I'll move there, and then that's my turn.
Okay.
Wait,
All right. So now.
where did I move from? Hang on. I think I can only move here. Yeah,
Okay.
because of 5-foot step.
Okay. So now it's Kermit's turn, and Kermit, actually, you took an additional point of damage. I lost track of what round we were in, so you would have taken 2 points of cold damage. So just take another point of damage.
You're at 12
I took
out
one.
of 25.
I'm gonna die.
And then
Um,
12 more points of cold
And
damage.
then it blows up in your hand? And
So
Cribbit
yeah, so I will,
dies.
I guess, stand up from prone. I'm assuming I'm prone, being knocked down.
Yeah. Yep.
So I get up from prone, and just try to see what's going on. And yeah, so I will.
Are you
Yes, can I-
using?
Climb back up.
Yeah,
What's
you
that?
could use your standard action to climb back up. Mhm.
Yeah, so so I use my move action to stand up, and then use my standard action to move over and climb up on top of the thing again.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Next is Miyabe's turn.
Oh boy. So I want to move there.
Okay.
Here's the problem is I don't have improved unarmed strike. So I have to pull out while I'm running. I have to pull out my crappy little short spear.
Okay.
I've got a couple of these actually.
At least it's better than a javelin. You won't take the -4.
Yeah. Yeah, the to hit is the same as the Earthbreaker, but the damage is not as good. So he will, as he's running, he'll pull out his short spear and try to stab at this creature in front of him.
I've
Okay,
dubbed her
have that
Evil
day.
Lady so far.
Yeah, I took off flanking, so this should just be the base +5 to hit.
And -2 to her AC.
Nice.
So,
And you're stabbing the meat sack, right?
so whatever.
So-
I don't know what her
Right,
AC is, Sarah, but it's going to be active for this round. -1, -2.
Yep. So that just hit.
Oh, thank God.
Ooh.
Thank the
So
spirits.
9 points of damage to her. She did not like that.
I have to roll
She
above
did not
average
like that.
to hit her.
Okay.
How is she still?
Whoa.
Oh, she healed. That's
She
right.
healed with her wand 1d.
I was like, how is she
Sure
still
of it.
up? But that's
I'm
right, she
sure of it. I'm sure of
Yeah.
it.
Her wand of breath of life.
I swear to God, though, if that was
She's
a wand
in
of cure moderate, we get some good loot after this fight if we kill her.
What to do? What to do?
It's kind of up to you. Up to you. Up to you.
Was this
Yeah,
Dr. Seuss?
She's going to 5-foot step back, and oh right, it's her turn again. So Kremit, you'll take another 2 points of cold damage.
Man, how long is that gonna take? Goodness.
Permanent.
Forever.
Yes,
You'll, you'll never get to use that gun
And
again.
then Kremit and Miyabe roll a reflex save.
Hey, I know what this is.
Oh, classic.
Lightning!
Hey, I got it. But it's
Ooh,
12.
I did bad that time.
Yeah, no, I think we both
Okay.
failed. We're both going
So
down.
you both take 5 points of electricity damage,
Ah, shoot.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
and Miyabe goes unconscious.
So I'd like to point out that Miyabe's like half on the barricade, so he should fall off and take falling damage, right?
And then drown in the water. I like this. He falls face down, unconscious, and drowns.
Sounds about right.
How am I
just
more
jump in
protective
after.
of your own character, Jace? I don't understand. I'm like, no, keep him on the ledge, please. Don't let him fall. No. Jason's like, come on, let him die. Come on, I got a good backup
Oh,
ready to
right.
go. Let's see what
I like
I like
happens.
goading DMs into doing stuff.
Next is Aluna. But then it's counterproductive because I'm like, now I can't do that because he told me to do that. So if I do it, it's going to be like, oh, she's just doing what he
Brilliant
said.
strategy.
I don't know. Can she see that Miyabe went down from her line of sight? Because I don't know with the wall how tall it is, whether or not she'll know.
I mean, I'm over 7 feet tall.
That's true.
I'm hard to miss.
Roll a perception check.
I'm hot.
And he doesn't have any clothes on, so,
That's true.
Yeah,
you know,
he naked.
run around naked.
All right.
Oh yeah. You can tell that he's down.
And fell off the edge.
And you
down.
commit seppuku because you can't live without Miyabe.
That's not.
Wrong culture.
None of that is accurate.
Commit Sudoku.
I love how he's like wrong.
Sudoku.
Wrong culture.
You commit Sudoku.
No, she is going to run to wherever I can get an angle with the 10 feet and not have some cover to have to deal with, and throw a javelin.
At Miyabe?
Yes, and you know, if someone's gonna die, they ought to die proper. You know, that's what I
I
always
mean, I
say.
got a +4 to AC because of prone.
No,
So does this mean that her hex is gone now?
it's for a round, so yeah, it'll be done.
Okay.
Yep, and it won't continue, evidently. But I'm gonna throw a javelin at her. This is
Okay.
at a +1, so it's going to miss. Oh.
It misses by 1.
Shoot.
Feels bad.
Feels real bad.
Next is Abner.
No, Calhoun.
Mr. Calhoun.
Am I within 30? Or nope, I gotta be within 20.
20.
So, Fudgy the whale.
I can go ahead and let you know that
Can I go here? Is
that's
that good enough?
not
No.
gonna do it.
All right, I'll go here.
That's gonna that'll do
Point
it.
blank in the face. I really need this to go well.
Yeah. Touch though.
14
It resolves
hit,
against
so
touch.
4.
Yep, so that does hit and does 4 damage. She's still up.
Of course.
I'm thinking that might have been more than a cure light.
Yeah, sounds like a cure moderate.
Next
That or
up
she might have just started with a lot of hit points.
Yeah.
is Kremit.
That's how many guns he gets now, Sarah.
He's got him in his toes, too.
Yes.
Toe gun.
Web feet, more like fanned out guns and pistols.
Could have come better, but it's not as bad as 2 birds in a stone bush.
Yeah, if you were raging, that'd have been bad.
Yeah.
Nah.
What you gonna do, Kermit?
I'm not really sure.
You can probably push Miyabe off.
Yeah, if you really wanted to.
I don't know if I'm that
I
strong.
don't know.
Actually, you say that, but that's probably not.
You push her drag
Wow,
more
that
than
was
300
impressive.
pounds.
No. So I guess yeah, Kermit's going to. He's about dusted himself. Now you can't 5-foot step in that, and you can only pull out your weapon when you do a movement, right?
Yeah.
So I can't 5-foot
Yeah,
step, pull out my
because
gun.
part of their move
Think so.
action.
I noticed that too. She won't be perfectly fine concerning the events, however.
So I guess he will. That's a big difference. Yep. He doesn't really know what he's gonna do. He just pulls out his gun and move action reloads it. That's all I can do.
Okay, so you're gonna pull out your gun and reload it. Miyabe, please roll me a Constitution check to see if you stabilize.
DC 11. I got a +2 on this roll. Natural 20.
Natural 20 on the Constitution. So, wow. Okay,
So
then.
I go back to 1 hit point.
No. I'm surprised that's not actually a thing if you roll a natural 20, like you gain an HP.
It is in an inferior system.
Oh,
Fifth
we're not going to
edition.
say any names.
5th
but
edition. I'll call it out. I'll call it out.
I wasn't going to throw shade. But
I
you opened
will.
that door.
Dewey, not a sponsor.
All right, so Miyabe does stabilize. Next up, it is her turn. And Kermit. Now that you're holding your gun again, you will take 3 points of cold damage.
This is not good.
I mean, if Aluna would do more than just stare at people this whole combat, all she's done is give people the stink eye the
Oh, no,
whole
she's
time.
casted spells.
Ones that weren't prepared, but yeah.
So now that the big guy is down, she's going to move up. And she can get in this square because it's just a body. Yeah. Oops, to front.
It's not fair, man.
And she will bite out at you, Kermit.
Bite?
Oh.
Thank your lucky stars. That was a natural 1. So that's a miss.
Her bite is 5d10 damage.
No, she has this special property on her bite where you just instantly die if she hits.
Makes sense.
Good thing I didn't get hit then, I suppose.
All right, so next up is Aluna.
One move action to get there, and then she's gonna attempt to climb. What's the DC to climb this?
I don't know. It's lower than 22.
Yeah.
I don't need to know the actual
I looked it
number. I just know that it's not gonna be possible with a climb of
It's also really wet.
a climb of -4.
Oh, of minus. Good luck.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Good luck.
Of course, they don't make it easy. A surface.
A very rough wall or a ship's rigging would be DC 10.
I'm gonna say it's DC 15.
Yeah, and a knotted rope pulling yourself when dangling by your hands. That sounds probably about right.
DC 15. That's not even gonna be possible nearly.
+5 if the surface is slippery.
DC 20.
I don't know if water is technically slippery. Yeah, it'd be slippery. It's not ice. but
Water slippery.
Yeah, but I was trying to think like water on wood. Would I
In
qualify that as
the reality of
slippery?
Aluna, water. It's like sandpaper.
Aluna says, in this reality, I can fly, and I fly up on top of the barricade.
In this
There's a
reality,
flight
I can
hack.
slot Bane as much as I choose.
Could have taken the flight.
Not yet. Well, you have to be higher level. Well, I don't think you get it till later.
Could have taken the
No,
healing
you
hex.
You can take it right away.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It just doesn't give you fly until higher level.
I mean, it's what she would do, so I'm gonna have to do it because that's how we role play. But she's not gonna succeed.
Okay, 12
Nah.
climbs, so that's not going to be enough.
That was a good roll, too.
I imagine she's like hopping and slapping the wall, trying to climb up it. Yeah.
Miabe, I will come for you.
Miabe!
Guys, it's actually sad though. It's so sad.
Next up is Abner.
She coup de grace. Oh my god. Kills Miabe. I really dislike having to take a full round to reload. I don't like it.
Yeah, it
Life.
kind of sucks.
It's pretty
That's
bad.
life.
You could multi-class into Gunslinger.
That's life.
Right?
You could take rapid reload when you hit high level.
I don't know. How would that help if he went gunslinger?
Well, he could take the archetype pistolero, which gives him, like, he treats his weapon as one step down for reloading. So if he archetype,
So-
he would actually.
Clearly, in the middle of this combat, Abner's going to remember that he has a pearl of some magical ability and just begin to try and figure out if it's a pearl of power or not. That's clearly what he wants to do. No, I will 5-foot step here and reload.
It is pro power. I got mage armor back.
Yeah, right? Pearl of power! Mage armor!
Yes, double armor.
All right, so Krimit, it is your turn.
So he's just gonna 5-foot step back and clench his little frog butt and see what he can do.
Clutch his little frog butt.
His little frog butt.
Roll well, my friend.
Ooh,
All right,
17.
so that does hit and does 4 points of damage. She's still up,
Yeah, of course she is.
Wow.
So at this point,
chipping away.
he's gonna use so I'm gonna use my move. Well, I didn't have a move action, but I'm gonna drop my weapon with my move action.
Dropping is
Okay.
free.
Or yeah, so I drop my pistol at my feet, and
Okay. All
this
right.
is not going to bode well.
So Miabe is stabilized. Now it goes to her turn. She will 5-foot step up and do a full attack.
Oh my goodness.
So the bite is going to be a
Oh.
21 to hit.
Oof.
We'll see what happens with this. 3 points of damage.
Just keep slapping that wall, Aluna.
And then 2 coup de grace on both of them.
Yep, so you're down.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
down.
so Krimit goes unconscious, so she's going to... Yeah, what will she do?
Even if you guys do somehow succeed to defeat her, and you heal me, how are you gonna drag Miabe back?
We can heal him.
How?
She's gonna hit you again. She'll claw at you.
At him or me?
Ruthless.
You're a monster.
So that would be a 17, which you're prone, so you lose your dex. Plus you take a -4, I think. So I think that's gonna hit you.
Yep. You're
And that
attacking
will be-
Krimit? Question mark.
Yes, Krimit. Yep. So 2 points of damage additionally. That's her turn. Next up is Aluna.
You see a gruesome sight.
Yeah.
She's trying to eat the frog.
And she's actually powerless to do anything about it. I don't think I have anything in my kit because we didn't rest.
These are the combats that I like. The ones where you don't have anything.
Yeah, throw out another Bane there, Josh.
Even if you did, it wouldn't do anything.
Oh man.
Turn's almost up.
Yeah, we'll try to climb it one more time.
Okay. All right, roll that climb check.
Yep. Oh boy.
No.
Just
Eight's not gonna do it.
just slapping them walls.
I guess
She's
technically you could try it twice though, couldn't you?
technically.
Yeah, I mean,
But she's not.
even if
gonna.
you succeed once, he'll have to do it again because
Yeah.
he can only go 5 feet.
She's not gonna.
Okay.
She'll back off and try to tell the person to come down here to fight them.
In common or polyglot?
Polyglot.
Polyglot.
That's what she'll say.
Okay. Alrighty. So that was her turn. Next up is Abner.
And I really need this one to hit well.
You want this one to crit.
Hmm.
Well, it doesn't crit, but that's a...
4 more damage.
Yep, 4 more damage.
She's probably close. I lost count of how much hit points damage we've done.
Yeah, but we don't know how
Kermit,
much
roll
they
me
do.
it's your turn, so roll me a constitution check.
DC 13.
Oh
nice.
man. you
Pulled
guys are
out my
getting lucky
quarter
on these.
staff, by the way, Sarah, when I moved.
You did what?
Pulled out my quarter staff.
Pulled out? Okay. So Kermit rolls a 20 on his con check, so he stabilizes. So you guys are you're not actively dying.
We'll see about that.
Miyabe is fine, so it's back to her turn. She will yell back to you in polyglot and say, "Why would I come down there when I'm having so much success up here?" And
I mean, you are riddled with bullet holes, but if you just want to stand there and allow me to shoot you,
I didn't know you spoke polyglot.
I do. Don't judge me. I'm learning. Could you imagine? We've put so many bullets in this lizard person. Like, what is that? It's got to be like the 6th bullet wound they've taken.
yeah. So she will. Yep, she's gonna do it.
Cribbit, no!
Aluna and Miyabe. Abner, roll a reflex save.
Oh.
Oh.
The
That's
last
not
one.
a coup de grace.
That's the last
Hey, well-
lightning.
Wow, she's got a lot of these.
Reflex, you said?
Yes, please.
Nice.
Okay. So Aluna, you take 3 points of electricity damage, and Abner, you take none.
Yay.
Abner's
of
invincible.
Hex. That's gonna
The
come
man
in
who
clutch.
can't be killed.
And
Can you imagine if we went into this fight with our previous hit points?
Right?
We would have over a lot sooner.
This would have been done like hours ago.
Yeah.
It's a
Next
think this is
up
a-
is Aluna.
slight step up from the other stuff we've fought so far.
Right? Abner's just over here like, I'm gonna get a free second pistol out of this.
If you can climb up and get it.
It's kind
I'll
of in
take
bad
my
shape.
time. It's cold. Why is it cold?
Well, only to me,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
No.
Oh.
It's just cold.
I don't understand how that works then.
It affected your gun specifically.
Well, I get that, but I just don't know how I roll a will save for it to affect my gun. I would think it'd
Because
be more like reflex.
non-magical objects, you're like, it was an attended object, so it still gets a will save. Whereas
same
if it
with,
was
like,
unattended, yeah, it wouldn't. Yeah.
Well, it just sounds like more like be like grease to me, where you do a reflex save, not a will save.
Well, see, that's the weird thing is, like, I had Shatter cast on Rowan's bow, and it was his will save, which was weird, but that's just how
Yeah.
it works.
It's weird. It's weird. What you doing, Josh? What's
That's
Aluna
why I
doing?
dropped the gun.
You got 3 seconds.
We'll leave a liar again.
Okay.
I mean, there's
So
there's
that-
literally nothing.
Can
else.
I go for a hat trick on my nat 20s?
Maybe.
Oh my gosh, jeez. Oh my gosh.
Rude! So rude!
Do you know what a hat trick is?
Yes.
Well, haven't you rolled?
Seriously? The third natural 20 on this hex will save.
Yeah, it's the anti-hex.
Oh my gosh.
Well, for
Well,
one round, her attack is -2.
Okay, my next attack is -2. Okay.
Yeah.
I like how she
For
brags
one
about
round.
rolling natural 20s
For
on
one
all those
round,
hex
yeah,
dice,
attack.
and then when we roll 20s on our damage die, she's like, "Things must be fake. So you guys are hacking the program."
Hacks.
Hacks.
All right. So are you
And-
moving at all?
Well, she's going to begin looking for anything useful in these bodies. Any thrown weapons of just anything. A potion, whatever she can find.
They all have potions of cure serious wounds. +3 crossbows.
All right. So you can see.
Wizard cocaine crossbows.
So each of them actually do have 2 javelins.
All right,
That are
I'll spend a
on their
move
person.
action to grab one of them.
Okay.
Can I grab
All right,
both?
so
Are they
grab
in like a
javelin.
bag?
They are on their back and like tied with a strap.
Okay. Yeah, so I can just get one quickly.
Yeah,
Just rip it off.
Yep. All right, Abner, it's your turn.
I reload.
Okay, full action reload. Kermit and Miyabe are stabilized.
Oh, and I hurled the most worst insult you've ever heard
In
in
polyglot.
Draconic at her.
Oh, Draconic.
Draconic. I don't speak polyglot.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, goodness.
Probably something about her mother. I don't know.
Sarah's desperately trying to justify why she wouldn't coup de grace both of us.
Right?
No, I have a thing where I don't like unless it's a really unless there's a reason to. I don't.
Right, like, I didn't mind.
thought-
The bear. Is that what we were getting ready to say? Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't mind that because I was like,
yeah.
okay, Scarvinius seems like the kind of guy that would do
Yeah.
that. So
No, he was super
cruel.
sadistic.
yeah, I
And
mean,
Jason
it's
told me
been
his-
flesh. Like,
Yeah, his backstory definitely. He was a cruel individual that 100% would have done that,
Right.
done anything to just wrench.
Didn't have a good home life.
For context, did it even if it wasn't the most optimal choice in the moment? Because technically, he died as a consequence of taking one down.
right? Because he probably could have
He
team
prob-
wiped us if
yeah.
he hadn't
Correct.
wasted time on the bear.
The least have gotten away.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is tricky. All right. Well, I don't really have a choice,
Lightning bolt.
so she will cast a spell
Oh.
and then move action to jump down off the barricade.
Oh boy. I don't like
What
this.
spell did she cast?
That's a
You
good
don't know.
question.
Some heal.
Protection from
Yabe
good.
would like to roll spellcraft to identify the spell.
I was
Actually,
gonna say Abner would like to scroll stuff.
I say, can a Luna roll the
Was
spell?
it- Yeah, sure. If 15 plus double the spell level or something?
Identify a spell as it is being cast is 15 plus the spell level.
Plus the spell level.
Okay. I have a +0, so
So minimum 17.
I mean, I have a 7.
no,
3's not gonna do it.
I don't know it.
Did you want to
Am I
roll
allowed-
it? Evan?
Yeah.
Natural one for an
Natural
8.
Natural
Nice.
1.
Oh dear.
Now you guys don't realize that she cast, what is it, spiked armor, whatever it is? I forget the one it is. When you attack her, you take damage.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. I think that's only if it's a natural attack, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Or yeah, a grapple. All right, Abner, it is your turn.
Pew pew.
Pew.
Kill her.
Also, I will just let you guys know that a lot hinges on this because I am out of powder, so I cannot reload after this. I have 2 bullets left, but I have no gunpowder left. So,
My body's got gunpowder.
well,
Let's see
Doesn't
that
help me, I
natural
can't
20.
climb.
Let's see that natural 20. All right.
Ooh, I
That's
think
nice.
it still hits.
Okay.
though.
Still hit.
All right,
Touch
so,
me.
Jason, I want you to come look at my character sheet.
No way.
I'll,
Okay.
I'll just look up the module myself.
yeah.
I
So
hope
I'm
to.
putting my hands up, so I'm not. You can tell I'm not doing anything.
What? Okay, it's either really
I
good.
want you to look at touch AC and then HP.
Her
To hit?
touch AC is 11. She currently has 4 hit.
I'm so sorry for the volume. Wait! Oh
The three of us did.
Oh my god!
So, Abner, describe to me what happens.
Well, she jumps down, he gets spooked and immediately fires his gun without looking, and it's a headshot. Crazy. Right in the head.
And
Didn't mean to at all.
Yep. And so she's flung back against the barricade and gasping out as the blood just pours from her head. She says, "This isn't over." And she dies.
Yes.
Oh my
I'm
god!
going back to Stonehall. Good luck, guys.
Does anybody else need a
the first
breather? Holy shoot. Oh my
The first
god.
thing that you notice as she dies is all of a sudden, like, the lightning, the crazy lightning that was happening on the barricade, just dies off. The storm is still present, but the lightning that was unnaturally, like, striking all around you just sort of dies off and is no more.
Oof. My heart.
And let
Wait.
me...
How much
I was-
experience?
Yeah, let's get to that,
Seriously,
because
'cause
I
for
know
the
you guys
last-
are...
Like, I didn't have any gunpowder left, so it was like, this is my last shot, and my quarterstaff is up there by Aluna, so...
Could you imagine?
I've been playing a lot of Pokemon lately, and fainted Pokemon don't get XP, so I think you and I got screwed.
Yeah,
Is that right?
that checks out.
That checks out.
Yeah, that was really close. When you said that you had no powder left after that, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, this
He has to
is
make
so
this shot.
close.
I have a dagger, but it's bad. Like,
Yeah, and on a D8, like, you could have
Yeah.
rolled a 1, 2, or 3, and
Right.
then... okay,
Wow,
so...
that was amazing. Well done, Sarah. Let's get a round of
Well done, all
applause
of
for
you
the
guys.
D.
That was
Oh,
great.
out of curiosity, can I know what spell she cast?
Oh, just peek behind the curtain. That last spell she cast had been Magic Fangs, so she was open up her natural
Oh.
attacks.
She was
To
gonna
try
bite
to-
me to death.
so had you gone down, it would have been poor Luna with a quarterstaff. My current to hit with a quarterstaff
Which, yeah, I don't
with
know.
a base
Do you want
attack
me to-
bonus of 1.
Do you want me to roll to see if she's stabilized? Do you
Oh,
guys
no.
care about that?
No, she's dead.
Are you just
Literally-
gonna kill her anyway?
Yeah.
Okay.
Beat her
Well,
with the
Oh.
I mean, you can roll if you want to.
Unless,
that's fine. I
unless
just didn't
either
know if you-
Aluna or Abner were going to try to take her alive.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were gonna try to,
Maybe Abner
if
might.
you were gonna try to stabilize her or not. Do you care about that? Do you want me to roll it out?
I mean, we don't have any idea what they're doing here.
Yeah.
We didn't get a whole lot of information.
Yeah, roll it out.
Yeah.
Aluna's not Josh.
Okay.
Josh wants her to die a vindictive death.
Justin wants her to
Alright.
die.
Joke's on you guys, she has fast healing.
So now, so it is her turn. So I'll roll.
Oh, I'd love
Aw,
that so
man.
much.
I got rid of her character.
I'd be so happy if she had fast healing.
And you just let her live.
Oh, it's her con. All right, not too bad. Alrighty, so
DC 11.
natural 5, so she goes down another one. So then it
DC
would
12.
be Luna's turn.
Looking around more thoroughly now for healing items on this guy, or yeah, just green for now. Any of them.
Okay, yep. You don't see anything on them other than their primary weapon, which was the Turbucci, and then you already noticed the javelins.
No.
And then they're just wearing leather armor.
Then I'll make a
think.
move to
Double
her,
check that.
and that's it.
They do have a
They
do have
drown.
a shield, a heavy wooden shield, and then they actually don't have any armor, just regular clothes.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. So you're moving forward. Miyabe, it's your turn. What are you doing?
He's unconscious.
I'm sorry. I meant Abner.
Oh.
Abner.
I'll move up and inspect her.
Okay. So if you move up, you can see that she does not have any weapons on her, and she's wearing leather armor. And she does have the wand that she had used, and then she also has something that's pinning her cloak, like a brooch pinning her cloak together.
Oh. I guess I would look at the wand, thinking that she looked increasingly better after being shot multiple times.
Yeah, so you would have to probably use your standard action to cast Detect Magic. And then technically Detect Magic takes 3 rounds. And then I think you can roll Spellcraft.
Have Detect Magic.
Illuna does.
But would I need it to know about a wand?
Technically, yeah.
To identify.
To use Spellcraft.
To identify.
That's why Nyari couldn't. She had Spellcraft, but she couldn't ever on her own. So that's why when we were in the caves and everybody was dead except for Nyari and Volus, I had to use the potion by taste because I couldn't technically determine that it was magical. Mm-hmm. It's crazy stuff.
Oh, I wonder why she was just carrying a stick that's oddly shaped like a wand.
Well, you know it's a wand, and you know it's a magical.
You don't know what spell it is. You
Correct.
don't know what the activation word is. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you know it's magical, just by inference, but you can't detect it's magical.
So
clearly, I pick it up and use it on myself.
Her turn again.
You can use
that time,
wands blindly.
She does stabilize.
Oh.
So we can drop out of initiative because she's now stable.
Does she have a rope or anything on her?
A rope? She does not.
Do I have a rope on me? No.
Do I have rope? I do not. Why would I? Who carries rope? Who just randomly carries rope?
Backpack would have rope.
Lots of adventurers do.
And Jason, I think you've told me that you drop your backpack when you start combat.
Yeah, I just drop it every time.
So technically, his backpack is still down there.
Yeah, my backpack's over there, soaking wet.
Illuna will grab that, and she would know. They've traveled together for a while. Does he have rope and something that she can throw there? Awesome.
He's got 50-foot rope, grappling hook. Yeah.
She's seen the grappling hook
I think
before.
you should use the torch to light the barricade on fire.
So she'll
cremate them.
She'll start trying to throw a grappling hook over this and get it to hook. I don't know.
Sticks it in Miyabi.
I think technically there is a roll for it. Technically.
I think it's a ranged attack, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like a DC 5.
I think that's correct.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I mean, you could just take 20, right?
Yeah. Conceivably.
Like, you can't take 20 on an attack roll, but, like, you could just keep rolling the attack roll
you could
until
keep
you eventually...
doing it until she gets it. So with that, is she able to climb and scale this wall by taking 10?
Yeah, we'll say that it takes you a little while, but you are able to hook it on something on the barricade and use it to climb up, so that would make it a DC 5.
Okay. And she had cast Detect Magic over here.
Okay.
So the 3 rounds would have gone up as she went this way and this way back. So she'll start looking through that stuff.
Jason's such a troll.
DC
10 for a slippery rope. What a turd.
Isn't he the worst? I asked him one time, hey, do you mind rules lawyering for us? Hey, did you know about this really obscure rule? This actually increases the DC by 4. Why is it 4 and not 5? Well, actually. So he's just going to go on and on and
Nobody knows.
But he's water
okay.
slippery?
Yeah, so you do detect magic on the brooch and the wand.
If she relays to Abner what she sees, because she knows what's magical and can get a sense of things, but she's not super knowledgeable about them, will you allow him a spellcraft check?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean...
Oh, these are magical? I just thought this was a stick shaped like a wand.
Well, she'll relay...
Yes, I know. Doesn't really make sense.
She'll relay...
I get it.
Again, you'd know
I
it's the wand.
understand.
She'll relay...
The stick.
Yeah, she'll relay the magical properties that she's able to determine from them to Abner, and she'll roll to aid, but I don't have enough to be able to do it myself, I don't think. So, how many rolls do you want us to do? 3? 4? How many magical things?
Start with 1 and tell me what you're first trying to identify.
That was the wand.
The wand is what I'm trying
to
to identify, and I succeed with my aid.
Oh dear.
Are you trying to find out if they're healing items or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right. So the first you were trying to identify is the wand.
Yep.
Yes.
With a 24.
Okay. So you would identify that as a wand of hold person. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll take it. Or did great with that.
A wand of cure moderate wounds.
It
with
was a
7 charges.
It was a cure moderate. Hot dang.
Hot diggity daffodil.
Hot dang. Alright, is that on the shaman spell list? I'm not sure it is.
I don't. Oh, in my head, I can't use it.
I'm sure it is.
I think it is.
Ah!
I think it is. Because we get cure light, so surely we'd get cure moderate. Like,
Yeah,
It
it's on
is
the
on
shaman.
the shaman's. Yeah.
So she can
that
use
was
it.
the wand.
Now the
So
brooch.
what would you? Yeah, the brooch.
She'll immediately cast a charge on Abner.
Oh,
Which
thank
now I just remembered. Well, we'll see.
What did you just remember?
Nothing.
It negates all
you. What is
gun
that?
damage.
Is it 2d6 plus
2d8 plus 3.
2d8 plus 3?
Is that right, Chase?
Cure
Well,
moderate.
Luna, were
it's
you
2d8.
gonna try to aid on the spellcraft or no?
Who, me? Yeah, I'm aiding on all the spellcrafts. Just tell me when to roll.
Yep. Go ahead and roll.
So that's a 17.
I feel considerably better.
Okay, so
On the next thing. Do you need one more?
you actually, with the aid, are able to identify that the brooch is a brooch of shielding, which I forgot about when you cast magic missile.
He didn't
Ha
cast it on her though, did he?
No.
Okay, alright, good. Because that comes up so infrequently that... Yep, so you have a brooch of shielding,
Useless.
and I think those were the only 2 things I said.
Yeah, were there any potions?
No. No, just the wand and the brooch,
Well-
and then her leather armor is finely made, but it's not radiating magic.
Aluna will take the wand, climb up there, and cast it on Miyabe.
Okay.
Do you want to roll it, Jace? You don't want me to roll
Oh,
it?
how did Abner get full health?
I cast it on her, too.
He used
on
one of
him.
the.
Oh, okay.
charges.
All
on
right,
me.
I missed that.
She, although being desperate, is not an entire fool and knows that we gotta keep everybody who's up.
Okay, so Miyabe, jeez Louise,
Miabne!
Miyabe,
Miabne Aluna!
come back to consciousness.
He would wake up and stand up.
Fall
and
off the barricade and take 1d6.
He would look over at Aluna, and he would probably see the faint, like, scorch mark from that one lightning arc. And despite being in
Don't you dare say it.
extreme pain, he would look to her and be like, Aluna, you are wounded.
She has like a scratch on her cheek.
You're right.
Meanwhile, he's like losing his arm.
Yeah, it's just flesh wound.
She's like cry laughing because she was really scared that she lost him, you know. Abe, I am fine. How are you? And she'll cast again another use of the wand.
I am fine. I will.
It's okay. I'm just here dying, just bleeding out. I'm fine.
And then they just leave and they go back.
yeah. Can you grab that pistol before you leave? Maybe kick the frog body into the water.
We determined maybe the adventuring life is not
Hey,
for
he
us.
said he had no ranks in swim. He's floating.
And we leave. That's 3 uses of the cure moderate.
Oh dear.
Gabby will look around.
Use all the charges on everybody else. Not on Grimmett.
Just leave him
It's like,
there.
oh shoot.
So, can we see... So we know that Krimmit is here.
Mm-hmm.
He would say... and can we verify who this is now?
Yeah, you can see this is the sheriff.
She'll
The sheriff's body.
she'll
Miyabe would look
knocked
to Aluna and he would say, "These two here, they need more help than I do."
Aluna will
Sit on the sheriff.
Yeah, I'll be like,
Man, that's the last charge.
No, she's gonna walk over the sheriff a little bit, and we'll go ahead and cast it on Crimit real quick.
I thought you were gonna say just like turn over and start checking on the sheriff. I'm like, I'm gonna pass my concept.
That'd be so funny. Like, walk over to this side, like, excuse me, like step over Crimit's body, and she then does a heal check on the sheriff.
Any gunpowder?
I do actually.
Yeah,
I'm
go
sorry,
ahead.
Josh. Your camera's still doing that thing where you're.
Rubber.
I know. We'll hopefully fix it next week. We'll hopefully fix it next week. But for now, you got rubber head.
Dude, you're like Gumby.
I wonder if I could get my eyebrows to do it. That'd be pretty funny. Nah, more time.
It'd be really funny, a heal.
I told you I healed you!
Guys,
I healed
while
you!
you guys are healing and stuff,
was that
I'm
that
gonna.
one? Well, I didn't know how.
No,
many
that's
was.
not you. I just have them rolling their own. You just roll for
All right,
yourself.
you guys role play real quick and heal. Do your healing, and then I'll be right back.
You guys, you role play real quick.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, role play for a
Brandon,
little bit.
He's having us roll them, so you can roll the 2d8 plus 3.
Yeah, that way I don't get blamed for Vindel's wand. Alright, you could just blame yourself.
You will just be blamed for breaking the narrative.
Breaking the nail. Here's the problem. My roleplay amongst ourselves is I was going to take a heal check on that corpse. Because Aluna technically doesn't know it's a corpse yet, and she might be alive. Who knows?
Abner kind of wants to mess with Miyabe.
Kermit, I
Okay.
guess, regains consciousness. Looks up. Is it over?
It is over, Crimet. You did very well.
Are you alright? And she'll prop him up.
I think so. I mean, he's pretty weak and like almost ragdolling a little bit. I mean, he's only at 4 health, so
Yeah, she'll go ahead and
this
use...
is probably the first time he's really gotten knocked unconscious like that too. So
So she'll use another use.
You did well.
he went into the stars, Kermit.
Look to the
But
heavens.
it's daytime.
You made it.
You are with the spirits now. Oh man, that sucks.
You are with the spirits.
Why is it so wet?
I thought heaven was supposed to be like nice or something.
She'll
Hey,
go...
there's Abadar. What's up, bro?
Sup, Abada?
He pulls on the cloak. I'll go ahead and use another instance. So go ahead and roll 2d8 plus 3 once more. That is 6 uses of the wand now consumed.
You sure you want to
Wait,
use them
no,
already?
five uses. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be 5th. Yeah, she's sure.
That's much better.
I mean, Josh would like to be conservative, but that's just not how Luna thinks.
I mean, we're at the point where it's not like it's going to be wasted if we rest.
True.
Right, we're at the point where it would not be wasted even if we rest
Like-
for a day.
I still have a full rest's worth of hit points that I have to regain, so we're good there.
Right.
Thank you, Luna. Kermit, like, I kind of kick at my gun a little bit. Is it still cold?
Not anymore.
I'll take a heal check on her.
On this one?
The block that you didn't even give a token to, which makes me think that it's a corpse.
Oh, on the sheriff?
Yeah.
No, the bad thing is, like, I had tokens.
Uh-huh.
Actually, maybe I still have it in my folder, and I took them out of Roll20 because I was like, I'm never going to need a token for her. Well,
Because she dies in the second...
actually, you do.
Because she
Oh.
dies in the second combat. That's how I
Right.
knew.
Yeah, roll a heal check.
It'd be hilarious if she was bleeding out and you have to win in 5 rounds or she dies.
26.
Oh.
That
There
would
we
be
go.
sad. If I could tell that the breath of life had recently left,
Yeah.
I would only feel mildly guilty. Because Miyabe is fine.
Yeah, so you do a heal check on her, and you can tell that she is still alive. She's breathing. And she doesn't have any puncture wounds. It looks like she was just knocked out, like in the head.
That's permanent brain damage.
They not trying
Yeah,
to eat her.
she's gonna. I guess Crimin's gonna have to take over for
Yeah.
the sheriff.
That's
now.
one thing I have recently remembered about fiction and forgotten, but it comes up in RPGs almost more often and worse. If you are unconscious for more than a minute without like blood or oxygen going to your brain, you have permanent brain damage. And like,
I mean,
Are you talking
She
about
was breathing.
Pathfinder or real life?
I mean,
Why? Yeah, why is blood not going to her head?
All right,
She's
that's
just
fair.
unconscious?
But the whole thing where they like knock you in the back of the head, you're asleep, and you wake up a couple of hours later, that's not how concussions work. Like, you're going to be sick for weeks after that.
Have you ever been knocked in the back of the head?
Okay, just
I
because
have.
You know.
I have actually, and that explains quite a bit, honestly.
just because I haven't experienced a concussion does not mean I don't.
What if you just have a high con score?
All right, you know what? Okay, you know what? Let's test it. How about I hit you in the back of the head next weekend, Chase? See what happens.
Sure.
Sure. So,
I'd like to see you
so
try.
she's alive, actually.
Actually, if you could wait another week, then because I'll be on work, so I can get off.
He wants his week off first. Maybe have his birthday, and then
Yeah,
you can kill
Let
him.
me have my week off, and then you can do it. We'll see.
So I will go ahead. Mechanically, Jace, what do I get with a 26 heal check? I just get to determine status. Otherwise, it takes more time to do other stuff, I think.
Basically, yeah, I don't think there's anything you gain by getting over.
If you're doing a regular, like a first aid, you do. But not if you're just checking in on them.
Yeah, to provide first aid is just to make them stable.
Well, it's treat deadly wounds, and that takes an hour, right?
Yeah.
I will go ahead and use the last charge of... I'll go ahead and use the last charge of... Let me see. I don't want to.
Oh, the sheriff's not dead?
No.
Nope.
Oh. Are we sure we want to use the last charge of the Cure Light Wounds? Or
Kurt
Murder
shoots
Wounds?
her so that he becomes the sheriff, and we have one charge on the
Once
wall.
again, Josh does
Solved.
not. Josh does not want to do that. Alright? That's just not where Luna's going to be at.
I just love how Luna's just throwing out healing to everybody.
Sounds to me like I'm the only neutral good person in this party.
I'm pretty sure I'm just neutral.
I'm actually just neutral as well.
I mean, as a
I'm
real life
lawful
person.
neutral. Oh,
Ugh.
well, yeah. In
Everybody's
general.
like, do we want to heal the unconscious lady?
I mean, maybe her wounds aren't so bad.
Right, maybe we could carry her back. And like, hey,
Yeah, there are 2 clerics waiting back at the stone house that can take care of her.
yes,
Just
I've been
Does she have
told
any
that
blank letters of credit on her that we can perhaps sign
She
on
just
her
has
behalf?
a checkbook that are all signed.
As
All the
I've
checks
been
are
told,
signed.
That's what I'm
great
looking for.
deity
steal all
of
her
of
stuff
Shaylin.
before she wakes up.
Abadar leans down. Check the pockets, Gribbet.
Shaylin would absolutely want to recover this lady for us because Shaylin helps all, regardless of race or creed. She's an equal
Yeah,
opportunity nice person.
Miabe will look to the others, and he'll kind of like nod down towards the lizard folk. He'll say, "What do we do with them?"
Well, I'm sure this is the proof that the sheriff was looking for.
She'll heal 9. Does she come back to consciousness?
Yeah, so she will come back to consciousness and her eyes open slowly and rain is just falling in her face and she tries to sit up real fast and then like grabs the side of her head and then she just turns and she just turns and throws up over the barricade, but Miyabi she throws up. Roll a reflex save.
right
I hope you fail. I hope you.
Yes! Yes!
This is payback for Nyari.
Yeah, roll a fortitude save now.
Hey, it's
No.
fine. We're in a rainstorm. It'll wash off.
Just roll a fortitude save to see what happens.
Is she diseased?
It goes in your mouth.
So,
What a swing! What a
Miyabi-
swing!
Completely unfazed. He's been worse.
so he rolls a natural 1 for his reflex, so he takes the full brunt of this right on top of his head. But with his fortitude natural 20 for 25, he doesn't even flinch.
I see
He
him
doesn't
just
bat
like
an eye.
I see like one hand, his giant hand just flicks it off.
Yeah.
It doesn't even bother him. It just keeps going with what he was doing.
Yeah, and it's basically just bile, not to get super descriptive, but it's not like
Yeah, she
Like
had
a
she suffered
cheeseburger
a
or anything,
concussion.
so.
Yeah, like I said,
A whole
it
chicken leg.
it
hits
messes
in
you
the head.
up. All right, concussions are no joke. Okay,
Yeah.
that's why there's medical staff at different boxing matches and stuff. Like you can die. Okay.
yeah. So after that, she just kind of sits there and she has her head like in her hands, so the rain's not falling in her head, and she. What has happened? I don't remember much, but they hit me in the head, and I don't remember. I didn't even get a good look at what they were.
Well, they're right down there if you want to take a peek, ma'am.
I'd rather not. I don't feel well right now.
Come with
Well,
us.
that's the proof of your lizard folk down there.
So, go ahead.
The storm is still coming. You can talk later. Let's get you inside.
And she'll help her down from here.
Okay. All right, so you will get down off the barricade, and she'll see the lizard folk, and just her face is just knotted with confusion. I don't understand. Why are lizard folk here? Why were they at the barricade? What was the lightning? I don't know.
Well, that one there's still alive. We could always drag her back to the town and interrogate her. Learn some answers.
I don't know right now if bringing one of these creatures back to where everyone else is would be a good idea, but I will leave it up to you.
This one's a lizard folk?
Oh yeah, here, let me show you. I've got things for them.
Sarah's like, nope, you still aren't able to identify them.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. That rain is coming down real hard. Even you can't even see
Real
5
hard.
feet in front of you. Actually,
Right.
if you put your hand like this, you just see darkness. You wouldn't see your hand even. That's how much rain there is.
Yeah.
Babe, maybe you should put on some pants. It's awful windy out here.
Just don't sit
So
crisscross
this is what
applesauce, I
she
guess.
looks like.
Oh, okay. I did not have that image in my head at all. That's
Dude,
very
it's my
cool.
backup character.
Is it really? That'd be,
And this is what the
that'd
other
be
ones
so
look
funny if you accidentally found art.
So they really are wearing loincloths. I wasn't joking about that.
Yeah, I know you don't joke about loincloths. You
So
take
that
them
was just
very
flapping the
seriously.
breeze.
Yeah, I know.
We need to get out of this rain. It looks like the storm is going to last for a little bit longer. We should take shelter.
Miabe, would you mind carrying the lizard folk there?
I will. And then he carries lizard folk.
You are a
Oh.
good man.
Okay. And before I forget, because I will forget,
XP!
so she was a challenge rating 3. So she was worth 800 XP.
Yes, 800 straight to Abner.
And then the 3 lizard folk were CR1s, so they were each 400 for a total of 1200.
So that is going to be
2,000
300
total.
each. No?
Nice.
Was it 12? Was
So
it?
total of 500 to each of us, because
Oh.
she's 200, each of them is 100.
Got you.
Yep.
So you each get 500 experience.
And for saving the sheriff, we get 20,000 experience
You
each.
get the good feeling. What's the word I'm looking for? The
Job well done.
Satisfaction?
satisfaction of saving her life.
Can we
That-
put her back and save the charge?
Yeah,
then?
I was gonna say
Wow.
that's not how Abner.
I realize as soon as you introduce XP leveling, suddenly it sucks to be a good person. You're like, gosh, we get gratitude? Okay. It's like,
You
woohoo.
got any of them credit notes left?
It's like, can I
You
level up
don't-
with that? Can I buy
You
something?
don't lose preparation points, which was an option. So
Oh, yay!
But we also don't gain any.
Yeah.
You gotta think
back
about
to
it.
that room with the hot. Then
Yeah, you gotta think about it like
Yep.
the player.
Time to farm it up, boyos.
So yeah, Miyabe will carry the lizard folk as we make our return.
all right. So I will
Completely
put us
unhindered.
back-
Oh, and I picked up my quarterstaff, obviously.
And we
Okay.
safely make it back with no issue.
As he takes narrative control.
The bridge is washed out, and I can't swim.
Yeah. Yeah. So you do make it back to the stone hall. And as soon as you come walking in, Oh my, Miyabe just drowned without even going into the water. Just the rain.
And he was the
went
one
down.
saying like, "Oh, you shouldn't be here if you don't know how to swim."
Boom! Insta drown. You're dead.
Help me, Abna!
Hey, can you
So,
believe
for
that
those
we
of you-
survived that encounter, though? Holy cow. That was close.
Yeah. For those of you listening on the podcast, Jason just rolled a fun swim check for Miyabe and rolled a natural 1, and then Krimmit rolled 1 and rolled a 2.
You know what? While we're
Actually,
at
rolled a
it,
4.
Technically, I rolled a 4.
I have a -4 too. I might as well roll just to see what would happen if we were all suddenly fall into the water. I would do the best with a 13.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, Abner.
-5. Let's go.
Wow.
Wow,
Wow.
that was with a -5.
Yeah, we still
So the guy
drowned.
that has a +7 is the one that is going to drown in the
I think
fall.
all of us would still drown.
Yeah, because it's troubled waters. The DC is at least 20.
It's really a good thing that your boat wasn't attacked when you guys were coming here because you all would have died.
I thought about that in our Rise of the Runelord scan when I'm like, if we were in the wrong place, you literally just died at drowning rules. Like, if the water level was going to keep going up, I'm like, you just die. Unless you
Yeah.
have a way to deal with it or an insanely high swim speed that you have not invested in. I guarantee you haven't. You're just going to die.
Yeah. Yep, so you do make your way back to the stone hall, unaffected. The bridge is still there, but it's still being battered by the wind, and the water is higher now, so it's at your ankles as you're crossing over the bridge. You have to hold onto the handholds. The wood's very slippery, but you do make it back.
High water? That's a funny thought.
Are you taking the lizard? You're taking all of them, or just the main one?
Just the main
Just
one.
the one that survived.
Yeah.
Let the
Oh,
others
okay.
be washed to sea.
Okay.
The filth they are.
Do you take her into the stone hall with you?
Probably. Miyabe's just got her over his
Yeah.
shoulder.
I mean, we
Okay.
don't know of any other, like, secluded places to take her.
And
right?
Aluna is not privy to the sensitivities of the locals, you know?
I mean,
Yeah.
tie up her hands. She can't cast spells with
Yeah.
somatic components.
Put a gag in her, she can't cast spells with verbal components.
Gonna be real tough to talk to somebody with a gag in their mouth, but alright.
We'll fix it, we'll take it out later.
Okay.
Tell me where she is.
Roll, 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 roll.
I can't! I'm trying!
I don't know this language.
What are you saying?
All right. So as you walk in, you guys are bloodied and wet, and
I mean,
the
I feel
sheriff.
fine.
Yeah, the sheriff is still kind of struggling to walk. Even though she's been healed up, she still has a big bruise on the side of her head, and she's still struggling to walk a little bit. But you get inside, and it's very crowded in here because they fit the majority of the town in here. And
One on the other.
Miyabe's carrying the sheriff.
We've all been working on the railroad. Here we go.
So you guys walk in, and all of a sudden, the entire interior just goes dead silent, and everybody turns, and they're like watching it. And there were some people that were sleeping in the corner, and they're starting to wake up at the interference that's coming in, and it's just dead quiet as everybody watches you walk in.
Oh no, it's like an auditorium and the sounds like echo at every tiny thing that we do. He just drops the body, thuds throughout the whole room.
I feel like
Don't mind
Miyabe's
us.
on
Go
stage.
back about your business. This is police matter. Go ahead and go about your business.
Adela will speak up, and she will say, "Everything is fine. The threat has been taken care of. Everyone, we are going to be safe. The storm, I can already feel, is on its way moving out. Just hold out through the night. We will assess the damage in the morning. But for right now, you are all safe, and you can take your rest, and I will give you more information when we wake up and know what happened outside." And that seems just the fact that they see her with you guys kind of puts everybody to ease, and they're casting some glances at this body that you've carried in, but just seeing the sheriff alive and okay is enough to kind of have everybody go back to their business.
Suppose we're gonna need some way of waking this creature up. Any thoughts?
Smelling salts, that'll do it.
I don't have those.
Perhaps we can wait until the morning after the storm.
I suppose we could.
Maybe we should gag it so it doesn't do any of its gobbledygook.
Indeed, the gobbledygook is bad. I'm gonna go find that god who has my bushy birdstone.
Very nice.
I can't wait. I can't wait to hear back what that actually was.
I cannot.
I can't even
I can
remember
tell you,
at this
that's
point.
exactly what it was. Is I was trying to say a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush, and I somehow mixed it with kill two birds with one stone, and it just came out as gibberish.
I did armor-piercing carriage. Don't worry about it.
It happens.
Just a little bit of time before each of us blub something.
Every coyote has his day.
So yeah, I guess we can just gag it, tie it up, and take guard shifts watching it.
Oh, I'm sure the guards that actually did nothing but stand here can probably do that for us.
And it's like you guys also have actual rooms at this place, so
Yeah,
they have shoved people into the main like dining area, and there's people laying on the floor. But you guys did have formal rooms.
And there's conveniently a jail cell too, right?
No, I don't think there is.
That's too
Not in this
bad.
place. No.
I tried, guys.
I mean, if they have a sheriff, clearly they have a jail. Can we ask
Not in the
sheriff?
inn.
Well, that's what I'm gonna ask the sheriff. Where's the jail?
Aw, jeez.
I don't know if they would have a jail in so small a place.
They would have a
don't wanna have
holding.
to.
They would have probably
You
like
gotta
a
have something.
like
I
a
mean,
place.
it's probably just like small places in wherever the sheriff's office is.
Yeah, think exactly like the Wild West. He's gonna have a place. It reminds me of that old comedy. It was like it was a jail with no bars in, so he draws a white line and a splat of red paint on the other side. He goes, "What's that?" So that was the last guy who tried to escape. I promise. I'm sure we won't have any issues. He goes, "Oh yeah, no, I'm good. I'm fine." Hides in the corner.
Hold, please. I know that they make mention of holding cells.
Ah
We
man,
just
what
have to
was that
figure out which
comedy?
of-
It was a western.
Unprepared
Numbers.
GM. We now get 300 extra experience.
Man, I'm gonna have to remember that movie because it was pretty funny. Because there was even a point. There's a scene where he's helping them glue in the iron bars, like cement them in. He's like holding the tray for the guy that's
I have
installed.
no idea
What-
what you're talking about.
It's a movie I used to watch like on repeat when I was a kid. I think I can't remember what it was.
I mean, the only thing that's coming
Yeah.
to my mind is Blazing Saddles.
I'll have to look it up later.
Which is mildly not appropriate for
It is not.
age.
For any age, really.
Yeah, but who knows what I had access
Yeah,
to?
I don't know. There's definitely holding cells somewhere. It doesn't specify. It doesn't give
Well,
a place in the module.
If you
That is-
promise the lizard lady won't escape her bondage, then we can move forward without having to find a jail.
If the DM can promise, I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think that's how this works.
How much you gonna pay me for that?
Not having to look up where the jail's located.
Ooh,
I'll make
that's,
something up.
that's a good raise.
Pick a
I'm
building.
gonna say
I would say that it's
jail
literally washed
is-
away. It's like furthest out
Yeah,
possible.
it's back where we
It's
were at.
just-
It's over here.
Yeah,
building right here.
yeah.
I'll
It's,
say
building.
this is where the holding cells are. Yeah,
We
that's
should-
what I've declared that it's canon.
Probably put her in a holding cell and leave a guard to watch her.
Well, the whole point of us all gathering in here was to evacuate in case there were damage to buildings. I don't know if we want to go out.
yeah, the whole town.
Yeah, I mean,
is-
there's no chance of her escaping if there's somebody watching her, even
Right.
if she's bound.
We can set watches all night if we need to, but I don't advise anyone to leave this building. This is one of the most sturdy ones in town.
If she doesn't wake up and kill everybody, I'm going to bed. Good night.
Good night, Abna. Thank you for your help
Abner
today.
skips away to his bed.
I will.
Yes, I will also
gone.
rest and reflect on what it has transpired today in my near-death experience.
I suppose that we should be going to bed too, then, huh, Abe?
And she'll take her leave. We each have our own room. There are 4.
Yep.
So she'll go to
Yep.
hers.
Okay. So, you all go to your rooms, and after some time, you do find sleep. The winds, you can hear them howling through the cracks in the walls. The rain is steady, but it almost lulls you to sleep after what you've been through, and you take your wet clothes and armor off and you get into bed, and it's almost like your body is so tired that it just falls asleep. What? Jason? Stop it.
Where is that sleep? There it is.
Where is that sleep? Ah, there it is. Found it. Where's the jail?
I'm gonna.
And Abner's dead.
What are you gonna do, Sarah?
Don't tempt me.
Tell me your threat.
Don't tempt me. And in the morning, you each wake, and you find that the storm, contrary to what is currently playing in the ambience, has lulled to just a drizzle.
Oh.
And now I'm not going to remember all of the places that I turned sounds on.
I don't know. Get
But
your
yeah,
level
so
plus
it's
con.
lulled to a drizzle. Yep, you get your level plus con. So Abner, I think you still had ability damage, so you would heal
I
back
did.
one of those.
Yeah, I did. Thanks for the reminder.
You're welcome. Don't say I didn't give you nothing.
What cool sounds from this program.
I was gonna say, it's
Syrinscape.
idyllic. I love it.
Gotta make sure I turn the thunder off because that wouldn't go well with
Yeah.
the birdie sounds.
She lied. She lied
Oh
to us.
God, they're back! They're back!
And in the morning, you wake up and you come down, and they've already started to prepare a meal for the people that have taken refuge here. Some people have already gone out to try to see to their businesses and their houses to see what the damage has been. But when you walk downstairs, the people that are down there just start profusely thanking you, and thank you for helping us prepare. If it wasn't for you, we don't know what would have happened. Going back to your preparation points, what was the total that you ended with?
We ended with 15 preparation points. We did not lose any from anything, and that was one shy of what I assume our maximum could have been, because I think I failed the one check we didn't get. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So 15 on my chart. Not too bad. So, as you guys, if you were to go out and look around at how things fared during the storm, you see that things were relatively intact. So, there are homes that have broken windows, and there's flooding damage, especially in the island town. But, everything it fared better than it could have. The damage is pretty minimal. It looks like the businesses are going to be out of commission for a couple of days just to try to clean up the damage, and there's blown tree branches from the forest, and there's still floodwaters that have crept up a little ways. But for that, you earn 4,000 experience.
Oh boy!
Oh.
Oh.
We nearly
1,000 each.
we nearly level. Oh boy, getting
Yeah.
level 3, getting ready to go next week.
So here's what could have happened. So if you end with 5 or fewer preparation points, it says it's survival and little else. So Pridon's Hearth is devastated with dozens of deaths. Many buildings are leveled or flooded. All shops are unavailable for a week, and once they open, prices are 50% higher than normal for 1d4 weeks.
Oh my god.
And you earn 600 XP for surviving. The next tier is 6 to 12 preparation points. You're battered but standing. Many of the town's cheaper buildings are lost causes and will need to be rebuilt in coming months. All shops are closed for 3 days, after which there's a cumulative 25% chance each day a given business will reopen. And you earn 1,600 XP. And then the top tier was 20 plus. So the storm leaves little damage beyond mud and a few loose shingles. Shops reopen the same day, and the citizens of Pridon's Hearth offer the PCs a reward of 250 gold pieces each. award the PCs 5,600 XP for the party's extraordinary efforts.
20, you said?
250.
Yeah, that's 20 plus.
And we had 15?
Yep.
What did...
Yep.
That's a very...
13 to 19 was the tier.
Very well done encounter. Awesome. How did you get more than what we did? Finding some that we missed, I'm assuming, just with a high perception?
Let's see.
And did you say 250 gold pieces each?
Each.
If
Yep.
we had done that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So
Wow.
it does say that in the where is it? At the GM's discretion, any other relevant actions performed by the PC, such as donating valuable magic items or casting spells like Bless to keep the community calm, should each be rewarded with an additional preparation point.
Lynn just evil-eyed everybody into submission.
Yeah. Miyabe didn't get a preparation point because of
Right, but
his
that's how you do
failed
it.
roll.
Exactly what you said.
Yeah.
So you have everyone, nobody misses, so you get all 16 by the base, because that was with all of us rolling well and finding you win every encounter, which we did. The only difference is each person does one additional thing in the party, and you get 20 plus.
Yeah.
So somebody casts Bless, somebody says, I want to specifically go out of my way to do this, specifically go out of my way to do this, that, and the next thing. You get 4 GM awarded. We would have leveled had that
And-
been the case. That's insane.
Yeah,
But there
we're
are
only-
also... Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say we're only like 125 away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are also things that you can do that make you lose preparation points, so you could have gone down.
Like murdering people.
Looting.
Like there was an encounter that I left out for now that you could have lost preparation points, but it was an unreasonable encounter. It might come back later, but at your levels it would have been TPK.
So Jace, I see us at 225 to go yet for XP.
I think it's just 125.
So we're
Well,
at
we can double check his math.
So
3875.
we're all outside now?
Yeah, if you want to be outside.
Sarah,
Yeah,
It's
man.
up to-
We should go to that one guy's house who was the epicenter of the storm to see what damage happened to him.
I mean, we brought him to the shelter.
Are you certain that Kremit's not a follower of Abadar? Like, he's more Abadar than Abner is.
No, I just,
Lord.
me as a player, just wanted to have Miyabe come over to see if his house was truly destroyed because of
Oh.
your meteorological signs that you said you had, that his house was the epicenter of the storm.
I thought you wanted the 500 gold pieces he offered us to go away.
No, well, wouldn't hurt. But
Sarah,
no.
this is a
Okay,
little metagamey, but are we gonna have another encounter? Do I have to worry about what spells I prep for today, or?
Well, you always do.
No, we're not. Yeah, not right now. I'm just trying to make sure that
Time to do some interrogation.
Well, wait, technically, we never killed the witch lizard person. If we kill her, would that be our additional experience?
We already got the experience for her. 800.
Yeah.
Was it partial
Yeah.
because she's alive?
you defeated her, so
Oh. But if we
Um,
kill her, do we get more?
no, no. So the next day, the sheriff will find you. She's out and about, and she'll find you, and she will say, "Well, you have done us a great service to the town by helping us prepare and saving my life and helping to defeat this threat. I don't know what we would have done without you. Unfortunately, it seems like the threat is not entirely dispersed." And she'll point out towards the sea. And you can see that even though the storm now has gone, there is still a swirling mass of black clouds that's just churning far out on the ocean to the west. And she'll say, "I don't know what that is, but we're going to have a council meeting about it to discuss recent events along with your findings at Fort Breakthrough. For right now, get some rest. I assure you that you will be compensated for your great service to us. And the Count Narcissus, will be getting in touch with us to have a council meeting, and he would like you to come. But for right now, take it easy. You've earned it, and I am very grateful for the service that you have done to us."
Do I still get to
And-
be a deputy?
Yes. Yes. And with that, that ends part 1 of this module.
Oh.
And we will call it a night there. But I just remembered the one thing that I was going to say that Brandon actually brought up, and I thought would be a good thing is, even though we're doing XP leveling, he wanted to know at what points with milestone leveling you guys would have leveled up. So, it obviously you begin at level 1, and then you would. It says the PC should be 2nd level after investigating the attack at Fort Breakthrough. So you really weren't too far off.
No, we're on
with
pace.
your XP leveling. Yep.
Yeah.
It was after you came back to town and delivered the supplies that you leveled to 2nd level, but
I think
You're on
technically the idea is that you're 2nd level for all the stuff that we did. We were at 1.5 level, technically, because we hadn't rested our HP yet. But I got to use Evil Eye and stuff. So we're on pace perfectly.
Yep. So, well done. I wasn't sure going into this how that encounter would go. It really could have gone.
It came down to the wire, though. Holy cow.
It did. It really did. And
I gotta give a quick shout out. Who did you say again was the author for this AP? I don't know. Whoever's responsible for this portion of the book. It's the same kind of thing that they did in Iron Fang with the provision points, but with these preparation points. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I love the gamification of those sorts of situations, and the skill encounters are very fun in my opinion. It's one of the strong suits of Pathfinder that does not get utilized often enough.
Yeah. So, the author is Thurston Hillman.
Awesome.
I remember.
Well done.
Justin said that was a great spell slinger name. Thurston
I just
Hillman.
thought of
He
that
wrote
again. That's an amazing name.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wrote the Darklands Revisited book, and then Jason mentioned he wrote book 3 of Iron Fang Invasion.
I think he's on 2 of the other books. I think he's in book 3, and I think he might have been in one of the other ones too.
Well, in that case, I'm looking forward to book 3 because this has been a blast. And Sarah, you've done great as DM, obviously, but there are just some things that are I think integral to the way the AP was structured that I've really enjoyed.
Yeah. And how many parts? 5?
3 parts. 3 parts.
7.
3 parts.
So we're,
Yep,
we're a
and
third of the way done.
Wow.
part 2 will be a bit reminiscent of book 1 of Iron Fang Invasion. So
No! No!
Did you just say what I think you
That is
said?
bad.
No!
Did you
Go
just
back
say
to Iron
reminiscent of book 1? Come on,
Yeah.
I play
We have
modules
to
for the
go
power
back.
fantasy. I am not here to
Like-
feel depressed every week.
No. It's not in that regard. It's not depressing like that. It's the hex exploration. There's going to be some hex exploration in part 2.
Oh, I can do that.
So say that. Don't say it's reminiscent of one of Iron
That
Fang.
was the big
I'm over here
portion
like,
of Iron.
Real
I'm like,
quick
you
though.
have PTSD over here.
I know we're basically done, and everybody who has participated in the stream, thank you so much. If you're listening to this later, appreciate you all the same. I'm glad that you guys were able to tune in. I do want to say, though, talking about Iron Fang, Justin, normally books don't take that long. We spent forever in book 1.
We really did.
We
spent
spent
an inordinate amount
months
of time
of game time, of real world time, playing
in book 1.
lots of hours. We put in playing weekly sessions at 3 to 4, and in that situation, sometimes 5 or 6 hours a night.
To be fair, we would do stuff in that one, like when we had the white. We would be we would stand outside the cabin for an hour in real life, going, "But
What do
we
we do?"
attack it?"
That was so
do we
scary.
There is one person in particular that was apprehensive.
Yeah.
That was a good time though. Like I said though, everyone else, thank you again. We're gonna shut things down here, but really appreciate you tuning in. A great night to you.
Thanks.